Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you from Herb E. Troy Memorial Field in Brentwood, Pennsylvania, Allegheny County. Thad Sturgeon here alongside Brad Windhorst and Dakota Marshall, bringing you tonight's contest as we open up this 2022 season with the Ellwood City Wolverines taking on the Brentwood Lancers.
Brad, Spartans.
I'm sorry.
The Spartans who may Lance.
Yes, so we got the Brentwood Spartans. I got my first mistake out of the way in the first minute and a half. There will be more forthcoming. Brad, we've been waiting for this for about 42 weeks since we ended last football season. Wolverines coming in, unfortunately, with a record that no one really wants. The longest losing streak right now in the WPIAL at 27 games. But new coach, Don Bradley, came over from Osh. And, boy, the level of excitement throughout town, throughout the players, throughout everybody is just so great to see. First off, Brad, how you doing?
Not too bad, and I tell you what, talking about that new head coach, I like his last name. Just saying.
Bradley. I had that.
It's got a ring to it.
It does have
something
a ring
about
to
it.
It does have a ring to it.
Beautiful, beautiful weather. We're right around that 83 degrees. When we were coming down here, we came down here early because, well, we're down below Pittsburgh. It's a little bit of a travel. We don't mind traffic, but down here early, we came through with a little bit of rain. After that, I tell you what, beautiful night for
it is a beautiful night.
Week 0 football.
For Week 0 football. And we start off this 2022 season. This is our 5th year of broadcasting football, Brad and myself, and we just enjoy doing it so much, looking forward to it. We hope and I know so many people back in Ellwood City are looking forward to the start of this new season. A few changes. You'll notice if you've been in Ewing Park area, we're getting a new turf on the field. So we're very, very excited about that. And they're supposed to be going to be done with that here this weekend, but there's some the tracks and things to get done. So the schedule is going to be away here for a while.
Yep.
Probably the first
and something
4 games, but it really don't matter. When it's ready, we'll be playing on it.
And something that we want to emphasize is when you mean that it's done, that they are set, everything's been cut. It does have to lay for a while. It's got to move out. So
the track's got to cure for a couple weeks. So if you're driving by and say, why aren't they playing there? Just time. And they need that time. So, but also, Brad, we got sections changed a little bit.
Yep.
For this upcoming, will be for the next 2 years segment here now.
Yeah, very small little change. It's on your screen right now. We're still in the 2A MAC conference standings, or the MAC conference. The MAC conference, I think, officially is 2A Section 2 this year. The only slight change, we lose Laurel Spartans. The funny thing about that is, yes, we scrimmaged against them just last week on Saturday. So Laurel Spartans fall out. They drop down to 1A. Coming in, back in, and sliding over is Western Beaver back into the conference. So you got Beaver Falls, Ellwood City, Freedom, Mohawk, Neshannock, New Brighton, Riverside, and Western Beaver.
Right, and a pretty full schedule, and we have 2 non-conference games. Will be obviously the one here tonight against Brentwood, and then next week we will travel to Union Township to take on the Union Scotties. So, as we said, Dan Bradley coming in. He was hired here this winter, and brings a winning record in with him as he comes. Very successful at Our Lady of Sacred Hearts. Played a few games in Heinz Field over his career.
Yeah, and not only Osh, but, I mean, you look at his track record. Osh, Stowe Rocks, Ambridge, and he took over these teams when they were down. He loves a challenge, and I tell you what, why not? Why not, Ellwood?
And
Big challenge.
We've got to visit with him some, and very personable. All new coaching staff. There's only one remaining coach that stayed over.
And that is Jim Troche. We will see him on the field.
So we'll see him down there. And we're about 3 minutes away from kickoff. We didn't get to see the Star Spangled Banner, but the Brentwood Marching Band did a very nice job presenting that along with their alma mater. So we're waiting for the players now to come onto the field. A young team for the Wolverines.
Yes.
I
was just going to say, let's talk about this roster.
Got 44 on our roster here in front of us tonight. Of that 44, 4 of them are seniors. We have 5 juniors, 19 sophomores, and 16 freshmen. So you'd have to say, yes, a very young team. I don't get an official count on the lettermen that have come back, but there's quite a few of these sophomores that saw playing time last year, and I think it's going to be fun to watch them in that maturation process as the season progresses.
And Thad, because I'm a math teacher, I'm going to focus on that. You said 19 and 16. If I do my math there, let's see, 44 minus the 5 and the 4. Oh, wow. 35 lower classmen. 2 years from now.
Actually, it's 82% if you really want to get technical. But that's quick math by Thad Sturgeon.
Where did that come from?
Teacher.
That was left field right there.
Yeah,
that's out there in left field.
Hey, it's been a long winter. I had a lot to think about. So
the Brentwood players are actually coming down from the stands.
Wait a minute. Talking about long winter. You changed your dress attire, so I could tell because that sock line there. I'll tell you what.
I did. Yes. I traded in the sand my trademark sandals, and the kids were like, "Dad, it's just nerdy enough that you need to change it up a little bit." And I got these things now on. I think they call them "Hey Dudes" or something. I don't know, something. I think that's what they call them. But I still have the farmer tan line with the work boots and shorts.
I tell you what, Dakota is right. I tell you what, this is really neat to watch these football players actually coming down through the actual stands. The only thing I would say is just watch your cleats.
Yeah.
Just don't trip.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, that was kind of cool. I mean, it's interactive.
A really beautiful campus here at Brentwood. It is literally on a hillside. The only flat spot is the 100 yards where the football field is.
And 3 years later, because we were here just 3 years ago, the pool's done, and we walked by, and I tell you what, they were jamming music. It was awesome.
Up here. Coincidentally, the last win for the Ellwood City Wolverines was against Brentwood.
And it was an epic one.
Yes, it was. It was the last game of the season, but 4 years ago now that the Wolverines, it was triple overtime in a monsoon. It was, if you remember, if you all were at the game.
Oh, I was at that one. I was running with the band back and forth on our stands.
Yep, it was just a pretty.
And that was a full press box because that's when we had Blaine and Wade up here spotting and everything.
Yes,
so it was a full press box.
But that was the last win for the Wolverines was against Brentwood. Let's hope that they can come through with another win tonight. We don't really have a starting lineups just yet. We'll get to them to you when we can. Wolverines obviously winless last year. On the flip side, Brentwood, not the stellar season that they would have probably liked to had as well. Finished the season at 1-9. Is that correct, Brad?
Yep.
But we.
So here come the 2022-2023 fighting Wolverines.
Yep, kept the tradition going with that Ellwood City flag out there.
And not only that, the winged helmet. Gotta love it. The blue and white winged helmet.
So just getting ready here for the official coin toss.
For those who are wondering, the Brentwood Spartans are a dark navy blue with that gold trim. Both teams tonight, those numbers are pretty darn easy to read. The jersey just stands out really, really good. Okay, the captains for the Wolverines are going to be number 9, 17, and 87. So number 9.
Luciano Gagrick is representing a sophomore. Number 17, Brighton Mariacker, a senior on the team. And number 87, I'm thinking that's Aaron Hobel.
Yep, that is Aaron Hobel. Yep, Aaron Hobel. So, and then for the Spartans, 55, 56, and 7.
Jeffrey Beck, number 56, Jason Redlinger.
And then number 7.
Number 7, Tavion Miller. All three seniors there for Brentwood.
Okay, here we go.
Ellwood City has won the toss and has elected to receive. So just moments away here from the official start of the 2022 football season. And I think it's just that time. They had a scrimmage last week, and a lot of shuffling in players out. Really wanting a chance to see what the Ellwood City Wolverines coach Bradley had out there. I think now there's just that nervous excitement of really lining up and hitting somebody in a different colored jersey for points this time. Do we have a play clock? I don't see one.
I don't think there's a 25-second play clock,
so
you will see
the back judge.
Yep, the back judge will put his hand up, When he raises his hand up with the number 5, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means there's 5 seconds left on the play clock. He'll be facing directly right into the quarterback's eyes. That is his job, the quarterback's job, to get it off in 5 seconds.
All right, back to receive for the Ellwood City Wolverines is number 26, Dante Pierce, and number 2, Elijah Palmer McCain.
And kicking off for the Spartans is number 10, Zachary Winchell.
So watching in warm-ups, their kicker maybe not going to be one to kick the ball real deep, and I think the Wolverines respect that with Deontay and Elijah Palmer McCain standing there at their 25-yard line. Soon moments away from the run-up and the kick.
The junior from Brentwood, listed at 6'3", 200.
And we are moments away.
There's the whistle.
The official start of the 2022 season is underway. Taken there by Dante Pierce at the 15-yard line. Got a bit of a seam there. Hole closed quickly. 10-yard return by Dante Pierce up
Number
to the 25-yard line.
22 on the takedown.
Dalen Drew with the tackle, that special teams tackle. Now coming out for the Wolverines. A new quarterback here for the Wolverines this season. It will be number 12, sophomore Chris Smiley, under center. Starts the game in the shotgun. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Sidecar. Nice pass there. And, just a little too tall. Intended receiver was number 17, senior Brighton Mariacker. Ball falls incomplete. So we'll now brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Wolverines. We'll try to get you some starters here. I know at center for the Wolverines is Shane Lutz, a sophomore. Kind of an I formation. Handoff there to number 2, Palmer McCain. Going to pick up about 3 on the play. Going to be tackled there by number 7, Tavion Miller. We'll give Elijah about 3 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Teams appear to be pretty evenly matched sidewise. Middle linebackers for Brentwood, they got some meat to them guys. And they seem to be pretty quick to the ball on these first 2 plays for Ellwood City. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Gavin Partridge far out there. Here's the back to pass is Smiley. Eludes some pressure. Throws
Wide
it
open.
down there.
Oh,
in and out of the hands.
Good look, though, by number 24.
Lennon Lloyd, a senior. I think he's first year playing for Lennon. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 7 punting formation out for the Wolverines. Doing the punting tonight is sophomore number 15, Declan Gray.
I tell you what, folks, those 2-3 pass plays, they were wide open.
Yeah, they were wide open.
And once they get accurate, look out.
I think the timing's just a little bit off because they were kind of setting in that secondary and had a seam there. Here's the kick by Declan. High kick, not real far, but it does take an Ellwood City bounce and going to rest at about the 48-yard line. So a 33-yard punt. Am I right on that, Brad? 25, 30? Yep. 23-yard punt, I beg your pardon, by Declan. The ball's going to sit on the 49-yard line, and we'll get our first chance at seeing the Brentwood offense. So shotgun formation here as they come out, all spread out, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Number 7, I believe it's Tavion Miller on the keeper around the left side. He's got room to run. He's at the 40, 35, all the way down to the 31-yard line. A big run there of about 19 yards for Miller.
Lennon Lloyd on the tackle.
Yes, and he was untouched for about the first 14 yards of that run. That's a Brentwood 1st down. Ball resting on the 33-yard line. Miller shows his burst of speed there from the quarterback position on that first play from scrimmage for the offense. Sends a man in motion. Going to have 3 wideouts now. He's going to do the keeper again, it looks like, around that right side. Trying to pick his holes. Well played there by Declan Gray.
Agreed.
To keep him at home. Good defense there by Gray to hold that to minimum gain. They're really giving him no gain on that play.
And more importantly, Aaron Hobel, I know, came on the backside.
Yep.
Nobody went anywhere, and that's good.
Yep, great pursuit there by the defense there. They tried the left side. The first play went to the right side. Nothing really showing.
So basically the same play from the left side than the right side. I have a feeling you're going to see something different here again.
A lot. 3 wide outs to the left. Little high handoff there to number 22. Tries to get around that left side, and he got some room to run all the way down. He's going to tiptoe his way into the end zone for the Brentwood touchdown of 1 second. We have some officials
There's a
talking.
flag on the play.
Yes, there is a flag. I thought we had a hold on that outside. Looked like a little habeas grabus there going on. That's going to come back. They tried that left side, and one of the Ellwood City Wolverines was held. It was Dante Pierce held, I believe, by number 21. And a nice run there to no avail by number 22, Dalen Drew of Brentwood. But they're going to march off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And actually, as that's one of them film rooms, if it's the hold that I saw, you didn't need to do it. So marching off 10 yards appeared to happen at the 31-yard line. So march it back to the 41-yard line in Ellwood City territory. Going to bring up a second and probably 20. Yeah, second and 19. So 2 wide outs to the short side left. Brings that man in motion again. Almost looks like the same play as before, but back to pass. Going deep, and he's got a man down there, number 24. Oh, he stopped running, and just out of the outstretched arms was Forrest Betts. Just out of reach of Betts. The ball falls incomplete, going to bring up a 3rd down. And I think the Wolverines can breathe a sigh of relief on that one. He had a step, but he needed 2 to be able to catch that ball.
I tell you what, though, one thing we got to work on right off the bat, I can see it, a lot of time behind the scrimmage there for the quarterback.
Miller had time back there, and he threw that ball 41 yards, and he did it pretty easily.
He did. We were talking about it during the warm-ups. He's pretty accurate.
Yes, he was. He was quite impressive.
And then the arm strength. You could tell there's something going on there.
Center, Blake Davis out over the ball.
Big 3rd down here for the Wolverines.
Yes, big 3rd down. Back to pass. Under some pressure this time.
Here we go. Good pursuit.
Throws it out there. Finds his man down at the 22-yard line. A nice catch by number 1, Anthony Harisco. And that looks like it's going to be enough for the 1st down. He knew where the stick was and got there. That play there, Brad, the Wolverines got some pressure, but Miller came out of the pocket and gave him time. And not a real, he didn't really have a chance to set his feet, and he still threw the ball 20 yards down there.
Yep, 23 officially on that pass.
So that brings a new set of downs for Brentwood. Ball inside the 20-yard line, resting at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, Brentwood. Trying to get some numbers here. So we get some sizes and weights for you. But fast moving here. Handoff there to number 1. Tries the outside. It's through. Big time hit
number
there
17
by number 17, Bright Mariacker. And those are the hits. That's why he got recognized last year.
Yes, he
as
did.
One of the conference best middle linebackers.
That carry was by number 1.
Yes. Harisco.
They're going to count it technically as a loss of 1 on the play.
Yes,
looks of
and heads-up play there by Mariacker.
But you got to give credit. The number 73, Evan Twiddell, he actually broke through, and he
did.
Made that initial movement there.
That's some things happen. So 2nd and 11 for Brentwood. Shotgun, 2 to the short side left, 2 to the right. Sidecar to his right, back to pass. Wants to throw quick. Holds on to the ball. He's going to be calling a sack.
All right.
A sack there by the Wolverines defense. He wanted to quick pass that, and he had give the Wolverines credit for great coverage on that left side. It was not open there to pass to. So Declan Gray was out there to kind of cut off that slot route. I think that's where Miller was wanting to go to.
Declan O'Brien was in on that also.
Okay. And just for the viewers, Declan O'Brien is officially 40, but tonight the number 40 is not in yet, so he is a 39 middle linebacker, 39.
Okay, for Declan O'Brien. And on a side note, I see his dad down there on the sidelines.
His jersey was 40, though.
Great to see him down there. Declan's dad was in an accident here back in early summer, and good to see him up and around. A lot of prayers went out for him, and I know he's no one's happier to be here tonight than him. Here's the keeper by Miller around the right side. Kind of makes something happen, and he does, but pursuit out there by number 20 of the Wolverines, Jackson Kerr. Pushes him out of bounds for minimal gain. Gets it down. Only really picked up about 3, maybe give him 4. Ball resting right now on the 15-yard line.
And Dakota, you did say it is 40?
It was number 40 that I saw in on that last tackle.
That was going to be a game-time decision because that number was still being shipped out. So
Okay, got here in time. UPS to the rescue. All right, big play here. 4th and 6 for Brentwood. Be a big stop here for the Wolverines if they can stop this. A big win for Brentwood if they can get the first down inside the 20-yard line. This could be a huge stop for the Wolverines. All spread out as Brentwood, and they need a timeout. I wondered if that was going to need to do that.
Yep.
So up there for the Wolverines on that front line, as we said, number 73, Tim Twiddell. Aaron Hobel's out there on defense, number 72. Ryder Grinnan on that front defensive line.
Number
In the backfield
55
is
was
Elijah
out there.
Palmer McCain. Maddox Singer is out there for the defense.
Would you like to add some extra spending money go with it? Don't miss out on a chance to win tonight's 50-50.
Oh, folks, this year, Michael's Furniture downtown there, the great folks at Michael's Furniture, every touchdown the Wolverines score this year, they are going to donate $50 to Club Hope Foundation. So we certainly do thank Michael's Furniture and for their contribution to Club Hope. Club Hope, I'm sure if you're from Ellwood City, if we have Brentwood listeners, they do some great things for cancer patients, not just in and around Ellwood City. They're set up in quite a few different schools and organizations. I think they're in Butler, Mercer, Beaver, and Lawrence counties. And the great people at Michael's will be donating $50 for every touchdown that the Wolverines score this
That's
year.
awesome.
So awesome community, and we'll get more to many of the great businesses in our community that help us out throughout the year. Back to pass.
good pressure there. Number
Great
17,
play there.
Mariocker.
Stop that. Mariocker, number 17. Can't taunt over the guy, though. Good way to get a flag. He got away with it that time. But tackled for about a 12-yard loss.
And you talked about it, Thad. Not only is that a big stop, we said that the kicking tonight may be a little bit, leery. We're talking like a 40-yard field goal.
That was
here.
4th down.
Wow.
Keep up, big guy.
There you
First
go.
game. You got your mistake out of the way. So a turnover there on downs, and a great play pursuit by Mariocker. I got a chance to see a replay here. We're on a little bit of a delay, and he came right up that middle untouched. So Wolverines back on offense for their second time. Let's get some momentum here, guys. Handoff. Taken down was Deontay Pierce by number 56. The big guy, Jason Redlinger, 6 foot, 220 pounds, took him down in the backfield, and he got through the front line of the Wolverines basically untouched. Nowhere to run for Hyde for Pierce. Loss of 1 on the play, bring up a 2nd down and 11.
We got to keep a head count of how many times we make mistakes and do one better next week.
Oh, don't worry. I will not let you down. So 2nd down and 11. Smiley in the shotgun. Back to pass. Dances around a little bit.
He's got a window here.
You're going to tuck it and run.
There you
Gets
go.
up to the 30.
Hey.
Taken out of bounds there about the 35-yard line by number 21, Christopher Fox. Picked up about 8 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2. A long 2. We'll call it 3. 3rd and 3 now for Ellwood City. They're 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions so far tonight.
I tell you what, though, nice patience by Smiley. Found
Yep.
the open window there
Yep.
and just ran.
I think he was wanting to go deep and took the defense with him. There's a handoff there to Palmer McCain.
First
He's going to get the first down. Tiptoes and
And
just
more.
gets out of bounds. Pushed out there by number 10, Zachary Wenschel. But picks up 5. Needed 3 for that first down. That's an Ellwood City first down. Nice run in there by sophomore Elijah McCain. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at the 42-yard line.
Number 8 and 24 just came in for the Wolverines.
Okay, so a couple substitutions there. 8 being Walters, and you said
24.
24, Lloyd.
Lennon Lloyd.
Yep. Heard that name a couple times already tonight.
Yes. So Smiley in the shotgun. Behind him is Elijah Palmer McCain. Quick, whistle blown dead. Got a pre-snap penalty here. I think this will be the first penalty on the Wolverines tonight. Remember, put an asterisk beside that play for the Brentwood last drive. Had points taken off the board via that hold.
So, false start against the Wolverines.
Okay, that's going to mark 5 yards off. Going to spot the ball at the 37-yard line. Going to bring up a 1st and 15. .5:31 remaining in this scoreless first quarter. Sophomore Shane Lutz, the center, out over the ball. 3 wideouts to the short side. And we're going to have a timeout by Ellwood City Wolverines. Couple things, folks. We always...
No, you're good. You're good.
We're good?
Keep
Okay.
going.
We,
First broadcast. We'll stay on there as much as we can.
Okay, just some things we want to get. As we have some great sponsors throughout the season, and once we get back to the new stadium, you're going to see people with our championship club, the banners, and we certainly do thank our championship club sponsors: Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, Ellwood City Transit, Zona Tours, Mary Jo's Catering, Joey's Place, Duty Petrocola Scholarship Memorial Fund, Armstrong Cable, and Dave's Hometown Shop and Save. Stop by Dave's Hometown Shop and Save and get some fresh picked sweet corn. Ask me how I know it's picked fresh every day, Brad.
Okay, Thad. How do you know?
Because I and my father are the ones that pick it every day.
Let me see
Dave-
those hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check that. Yeah, Dave's Hometown. They want fresh produce in there, and reached out to our farm here last year and this year, and we're supplying them with sweet corn. So stop in there. They did some major changes in there at Shop and Save. The place looks beautiful in the produce department. Now in this 1st and 15, Chris Smiley going to be back to pass. The lefty gets Mariacker underneath. Picks up that 5 yards that they lost.
Taken
On
down
the
by
penalty.
number 10.
Number 10, Wenschel, we've mentioned his name a couple times tonight. Wenschel stands there at 6'3", junior at 200 pounds, and that's a solid 200 if you ask me.
Yep. Agreed. And actually, he got 8 total yards on that play.
8,
So he split it in half. 2nd and 7 makes a manageable 2nd down. Get 2 or 3
But
yards
it
at
kind of
least.
goes back to that first series of downs. There's
Yes.
some openings there
There
in
is.
the middle of the field for Chris Smiley to get the ball to people. There's back-to-pass play action.
Good look
Quick and
again.
dump
Come
there
on, baby.
to number 9, and he's tackled there by a host. I mean, a bunch.
Yeah.
Of Brentwood. And
Number
that was
56 was in on
Gagrick
that takedown.
on the catch.
So a gain
Short
of
gain
2.
of 2 by Gagrick.
I'll leave us about a 3rd and 5. A long 4 here. Definitely a good host of tackles there.
Yeah, there was a good ball pursuit there. There was 5-6. But a nice dump there by Chris Smiley. So, got him.
Offsides, and that's
Bounced
going to be an
offsides. That
automatic
worked.
first down.
We'll take a first down any way we can get him, folks.
How about
Little
that?
hard count there by Smiley. Going to march off 5 yards. That puts the ball in Brentwood territory at the 46-yard line. Got to give a shout-out to Luciano Gagrick's uncle, Vinny. I knew he was not able to make the game tonight. So, Vinny, hope you're enjoying this first game of this 2022 season. 1st and 10 via the penalty. The Wolverines now have the ball inside Brentwood territory for the first time tonight. So 2 first downs now on this drive for the Wolverines. Seeing some pass, seeing some run. Smiley Back to pass. Got a little bit of time. He wants to air it out and go deep, and I think we had a little miscommunication there.
Yes.
Looking for Mariacker down there. He zigged, and Chris thought he was going to zag. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
We were told we were going to see a little bit of a different offense here, a little bit more 50-50. I would say right now it's about 60-40 easily passing. But like you said, Thad, over the linebackers, right in that middle pocket area, there is space.
Little room right there that they're finding some things. Smiley, handoff there to
Good
number
run.
9. Rolls his way up there. He's going to get, depends upon the spot.
I think they're going to give it to him. Yep, they're going to give it to him.
Yep, that's going to be another Ellwood City first down. A nice run there of about, 10 yards there for Luciano Gagrick.
Shane Palmer in on that tackle.
Say it again one more time. Oh, Shane Palmer, number 11.
Number
okay,
11.
there we go. It caught me off guard because I heard Palmer came again.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 now for the Wolverines. Ball resting on the 36-yard line.
Tell you what, methodical drive so far. We got to finish it, though.
Yes, finish is key. 1st and 10, Mariacker. Handoff there, Deontay Pierce. Oh, hit hard and high, but falls his way forward. Going to pick up about 4 yards on the play was Pierce.
I think number 1 on that tackle.
Harisco with the tackle.
Yeah, and he came from the 2nd level there. He actually was, I believe he's out there, he was one of the cornerbacks coming in from the far side there. So he came in from a far side to make that tackle. Late substitution here, number 5 coming in for the Wolverines. That's Curry, Daylon Curry.
Yep. A little different. Yeah. That formation was one we've not seen quite yet. And calling a false start, and Coach Bradley, I think, is questioning why that was done the way it was. So they're going to mark 5 yards off. A lot of substitutions coming in here for the Wolverines. Lloyd just coming in, and Gagrick heading back out. 2:40 on this rolling clock. Got 3 wideouts to the left this time. Sidecar, that's Pierce on the 2nd and 11. Quick pass out there to Mariacker, gets the ball, rolls his way forward, and going to get it up to about the 37-yard line. Host of Brentwood's in there. Forrest Betts was leading the charge, number 24. Had some help along the way. A pass play there, got about 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down. And
should be about 7.
What do you call it? Yeah, 7.
Somewhere in that range.
Mariacker really shows his length and size in the open field when he
Yes.
catches the ball like that.
Yeah,
So
if you catch him in stride, he's going forward. He's going to get some yak.
Yards
after catch.
Yeah, I do that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, Smiley barking out some signals. Back to pass. He's got some time. Throws it down the middle. Oh, it's intercepted there by number 24, Forrest Betts, and just overshot him a little bit. I'm not sure who he was trying to find down there. I didn't get the number.
Palmer McCain with the tackle on that one.
Okay, McCain with the tackle. Turnover for Ellwood City. The interception. However, Brentwood finds themselves deep inside at the 10-yard line.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with 3rd down, you got to throw a little bit deeper pass. That one there, you got a little bit too greedy.
Yep. A little bit too much. The intended receiver was Palmer McCain. It was just out of his reach, and 24 was just back there playing center field, basically, and was able to get the pick. So long field here for Brentwood. Miller wants to keep it. You lose 1, 2, but not that guy. Number 55, Maddox Singer with the tackle. Great pursuit there by the Wolverines. That's going to be a sack for a loss on the play of 1 yard. I guess we don't have sacks in high school
unless
football.
you're passing.
That's what I call them. It's behind the line.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 1 by the quarterback.
It's a TFL. How about that? Tackle for
Oh, there you
loss.
go. Man alive.
See, I like my acronyms.
There you go. I've picked up on that.
No kidding.
So, but now bringing up a 2nd down and 11, just 45 seconds remaining on this rolling clock in this first quarter. Well, first quarter stats, won't we, Brad?
Yep.
Okay, long field. Oh, movement. Yep, number 1 out here. Haresco just leaned forward. I think he was a little bit off on the count, and that's going to be 5 yards. Or, yep. So, going to bring up the rolling clock here. 25 seconds remaining. So Brentwood now in shotgun and standing in his own end zone. Throws it out there, really to no man's land. I think he felt the pressure, did Miller. Throws it to no man's land. So all of a sudden now you got a 3rd and 15. Brentwood with the ball at the 5-yard line. Get a stop here for the Wolverines. That field position game really starts to come into play.
And one of the things that you're taught here, if you feel pressure in the end zone, if you don't get rid of it, get rid of it fast, because if you don't, chances are there may be a hold or some tackle for safety.
Bad things can happen.
That's the easiest way to say it.
Kind
Bad
of a heads-up play there by Miller. And I think you also have to give the secondaries the
coverage
for some coverage back there.
Very good.
You got Palmer Kane back there in the backfield, Declan Gray, Deontay Pierce, Gavin Partridge. Back to pass. Miller finds his man. Oh, and if he would have kept his stride.
Yeah.
It was down to the turf is Haresco. He could have got the first down, but he just turf got him as he went down to catch the ball. So it gets him out of the end zone, but that is the end of a first quarter. We'll come back with a 4th down for Brentwood. So we'll take a quick break here. Welcome back, folks. Of course, we got our Ellwood City cheerleaders here tonight, so we're glad to see them. And a nice crowd of Ellwood made the trip down here, about an hour and 10-minute drive. Well, that's what GPS says until you had to go through the tunnels. But anyway, we all made it here. We got a 4th and 1 now to start this second quarter.
And it kind of makes it interesting. If there wasn't even a measurement, right? It was at the 20, so it was a 19.
Yep,
okay, yeah,
yep.
okay.
It's pretty legit. 4th and 1.
Oh boy. Okay, this is what I was wondering.
Yep.
Are you going to try to draw
19-yard
them?
line.
Or are you going to go with it?
And I think, yes, the Wolverines just now need to just.
Or is the quarterback going to fall back and punt it?
Is he going to punt? He's a little deeper. Oh, he moved. They moved.
Yep.
Number 76 jumped a little bit quick. So I think now for sure, as we move him back 5 yards.
They're going to have a conversation here.
Oh, wait a second, though.
The nice thing is we know it's one of these two teams.
Well, you got to narrow it down to that.
They're going to have a conversation. I want to say he could have been drawn. I did see movement, but anytime you get that hard count, it's usually on defense first.
Yep, there was some movement on defense, but I didn't think he crossed the line.
Yeah, it's going to be against Brentwood.
I see the applause by the Wolverines.
Yep, false start against Brentwood.
And that's big.
Yes, it is. So now that brings up a 4th and 6. That was a pretty gutsy move there. I mean, we got to see what they were ending up doing.
Right.
And maybe that's how it worked out. They were going to try to draw them off sides. So punting unit now on.
And the reason why that's big is, I mean, they're going to be punting from their own, 14-yard line. That's huge.
Yes, it is. So a chance for some decent field position here.
And you got number 2, Palmer McCain back there, one block, and you never know. Short field here.
But the opportunity now for the Wolverines to come, the defense getting a stop there.
Raise your hand. I need more participants that actually raise their hand and who want to get a booster bash. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. There we go.
So back to punt. I missed that number.
Keep them up.
Sorry about that.
Wave your fingers.
So there's the
Number 10 on the punt.
low driving
Yeah,
punt.
just leave it be.
Leave it be, but it's going to take a nice
Yeah.
roll
It's a good
all
roll.
the way down to the 44.5-yard line. So
Let me get you here.
that was 36, a 40-yard punt.
very close. 42 to be
42,
accurate.
okay.
Very good.
42-yard punt. Still, nice field position here for the Wolverines to start
Exactly.
at their own 39-yard line.
And a big quarter there. I mean, if you look at it statistically, very close. 48 yards for Brentwood, 46 for Ellwood, and, 0-0 score.
So Chris Smiley in the shotgun. Got 2 wideouts to the left, far side. Back to pass to Smiley. Under pressure,
Got him.
gets it out there to Mariacher.
Quick tackle.
Good tackle there
By number 5.
by number 5, Lewandowski. Going to pick up 5 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5.
And I tell you what, I like these little chuck change 5-yard passes. Love them.
I
Love
do
'em.
because that's kind of what the Brentwood defense is giving them.
Yep.
They're having that opportunity to get down there. But one
Yeah.
thing, if this keeps happening, they're going to have to change.
That's when
Let's
you
see
can
if
go
we
deep.
Let's see if we can go deep here.
Or play
Maybe
action.
setting things up. There's a
Good
handoff
run.
to
Good
Elijah.
tackle.
Not
by
much gain there. Maybe give him 1.
56.
56. Redlinger on the tackle. Going to give him 1. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. Ball setting right at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Unfortunately, that was a good right side there, tackling-wise by Jason Redlinger. If that block was held, or I want to say held because it's not a holding, but if it was held, he could have gone for a couple there.
Yep. So on this 3rd down and 5, Smiley in the shotgun, 2 to the right, 1 to the left sidecar. The lefty goes out there, gets a nice catch to Mariacher. He rolls his way forward all the way down to the 36-yard line. That's going to be an Ellwood City 1st down.
Tell me, what's that height on Hobel?
Hobel was 6'5". He looked about 7'2" on that
I was
one.
going to say, he needed everything there.
Reached up there and got it.
That was number 10 on the tackle for the Spartans.
Wenchel with the tackle, but more importantly, a 1st down for the Wolverines in Brentwood territory at the 38-yard line. Little read option there, taken there by Luciano. Got thrown back. Going to give him forward progress, gain of about 1 on the play. Horesco with the tackle. Little counter misdirection there on that play, Brad. Seeing some different looks early on in this game
Right.
from Coach Bradley, his offensive coordinator.
And a lot of substitutions and keeping people fresh. You got 44 players. Why not use them?
Right. So in the shotgun, Smiley, quick pass out there.
Bubble
To
screen.
number 8, makes a man miss,
There you
rolls
go.
his way forward
There you
all the
go.
way down to the 25-yard line was Michael Walters.
And Thad, guess what? That's another.
Another 1st down.
1st down.
For our Ellwood City Wolverines, moving the ball here.
Beautiful bubble screen.
Yep,
Number 1 was in on that he was the one kind of dragging behind him.
Morisco with the tackle. Now ball at the 31-yard line.
Nope, 26.
26, I'm sorry.
I did the exact same thing in my head, though.
So a nice pickup there for Walters, his 1st catch of the season.
Yep.
Smiley in the shotgun. Handoff this time to Palmer McCain.
Ah,
Got a
there's a
flag as
hold.
we got a hold coming
Yeah.
back. And
Just hold on to the ball now.
yep. So no gain there for Elijah Palmer McCain. But we've got the holding call. Going to bring it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
We're at, 7 first downs already this game, Brad?
Let's see here. You may be correct. Let's see here. 5 and
5?
2. So
Okay.
count them up. That's 7. How about that math?
There you go. So 10-yard mark off.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, it is. Going to bring up 1st and 20 for the Wolverines. Ball goes all the way back to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You don't want these penalties to be drive killers, but at least you're still manageable
you're at first down.
On the other 50.
Smiley in the shotgun. Since Gagrick kind of in that settling position. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Throws it out there.
Oh, man.
A little too far
Yep.
for Mariacker, who had a step. There was coverage down there, but I think Smiley would like to have that throw back.
Yes, because he could have had.
But he was under pressure. He had to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, and here's the other thing, too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Smiley's right-handed, right?
Lefty, if you're looking.
He is lefty?
Yep.
Never mind then. I was going to say rolling out when you do play action, rolling out the opposite side. Never mind.
So 2nd and 20 now in this scoreless game. Something we're seeing different this year off the bat is how much they're spreading out. This 3 wide outs to the short side or to the right, 1 to the left. Smiley goes back, looks for a quick pass. Going to go up in that pocket, taken down. He loses the handle on the football. Ball goes out. Recovered there by Brentwood, number 55. Jeffrey Beck, 2nd turnover for the Wolverines tonight. And I tell you, Smiley was trying to go downfield. It was not there. He had coverage. Got caught from behind by Beck, or by Brentwood. Ball comes loose. 2nd turnover for tonight. We did not get to the keys of the game before the game started, Brad. But in about every game, you talk about winning the turnover battle.
Yes.
And right now the Wolverines find themselves down 2-0. Brentwood now from their own 41 back to passes Miller. So bubble screen there to number 22. Makes the first wave miss. Got a ways down to go. Follows his way forward into Ellwood City territory at the 41-yard line. That was Drew Dalen.
And number 20 with the initial
And Jackson
contact.
Kerr for Ellwood City with the tackle. But how much we got big run there. How many yards, Brad, was that? 20?
Well, let's see here. What do we got?
14?
40? Yeah, pretty much. About 19 yards, basically. 20 yards,
19 yards on that bubble screen. Well played there. And made some people miss.
Yes.
Yes,
he did.
Dan with the run again. Oh, big time block there. But
Good
taken
tackle.
down.
Declan Gray.
Declan Gray. I'm going to tell you right now, these guys got to watch standing over top.
Yes.
It's going to
Gotta be
catch
careful.
them. It's going to catch them. Loss on the play by Gray brings up a 2nd and 14. But nice job by the whole defensive front there of the Wolverines to really stretch that play out. And
Who was on the play running-wise?
Dalon Drew.
22.
Okay, it was 22?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep. Brad, he does stats.
I'm trying to do stats same time.
As he's up here as well. He's multitasking. So, loss on that, 4-yard loss on that play. Remember, 2nd and 14 in the shotgun. Miller, quick pass out there to number 10. Makes the catch, makes a couple guys miss, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Taken out of bounds there by Mariacker. Number 10, Winchell, with the catch and go. Picks up about 16 on that play. Some nice drive here by Brentwood early on. Ball resting on a 25-yard line. Doing it with the pass.
Yes. Once you get 1 or 2 drives into a game, you kind of get a feel of what the
Instead of
defense is
where
going to
you're
do.
Going. We've not seen Brentwood try to run the ball up the middle very
Not
much at all.
much. Right.
But where we've done that, Miller's had to keep her. And
Right.
He's ran up himself.
Spread all over here.
1st and 10 now.
In motion.
Read
He's
option
open.
going out
He
there.
read it
Throws it out.
wrong.
Oh, was that ball
Woo-hoo.
deflected?
It was deflected.
Deflected
yes.
by Gray, number 15. And nice play there by Declan Gray. Hands up, knocked the ball down, incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
And if Declan Gray, it's not his fault, but if he was a foot or 2 to the left or to the right, yeah, that's going the
Right.
opposite way.
It is. But So he kind of threw into some double, maybe the triple coverage on that play. Did Miller. Ball falls incomplete. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. Wanted to mention number 76, Cooner for Brentwood. 6 foot, 300 pounds. Beefy. Back to passes Miller. Fakes it. Joe makes a man miss. Up the middle he goes. He slides down. Taken down there. Mariacker will get credit for the tackle, but a pickup of 5 by Miller.
Number 87 for Ellwood is the one who pulled him down.
I'm sorry. Hobel. Going to give him 4 on the play. Going to get 3rd and 6. Now, this is the 2nd time in the red zone here for Brentwood. The last time, ball went over on downs, wasn't able to get it in.
And
I would say in warm-ups, their place kicker, he's not going to go real deep.
Right.
He keeps him between the uprights, but not from very far away.
Unless you're within probably the 10-yard line, you're probably going to see 4 downs if you're close.
I believe so, too. So all spread out again on this 3rd and 6. Wolverines need a stop here. Man goes in motion. Back to passes Miller. He's got some time. He's going deep. Throws the ball hard. Oh, he had his man, but he gunned that ball over top of Horesco.
He basically threw it the only place he could, because if he threw it anywhere else, you got to give credit. There was good coverage there.
There was great coverage.
It was beat, but it had to be a perfect pass.
Right.
You got to lob that one in. So now it comes down.
I guess that's what I meant by rifling it. Need him a little bit more of a lob there to make that happen. Big 4th down play here.
And no sub, so that means you're going for it.
They're 0-1 on 4th down tonight. The Wolverines would really like to see that become
And if I'm the coaching staff here, I have a feeling this may happen. I have a feeling they may take a timeout and talk about it, and there it is.
And they did.
Hey, I'm a mind reader.
You are. We'll get some more of our sponsors here. The Touchdown Club, D4 Investment Properties. The T-Box, check that out down there in town. Signs by Sam. The Color Center, Venezi Sporting Goods, Diamond Dance Academy, Campers in RV. And then our Field Goal Club is Panganus Chiropractic, Mo Bros Lawn Service, Spokane Orthodontics, Steffler Window Cleaning. They did my windows. They do a fantastic job. Allen's Lawn Care, and of course the funeral homes in town, Toman Funeral Home and Cremation Services, Turner Funeral Home, and Sam T. Olis Funeral Home. As always, folks, the funeral homes in Ellwood City, you get the Thad Sturgeon guarantee. They will be the last to let you down.
I was waiting for it.
Oh, my.
A joke. I'm just going to keep doing it until one of the people say, Thad, it's kind of corny. Stop. Anyway, 5:15 remaining here in this timeout. Brentwood's used their 2nd timeout. They have 1 remaining. Ellwood City has 2 left that they could use here in this final 5:15. Thursday night dinners. They've been doing this since Moby Dick was a minnow here at Ellwood City. Thursday night dinners, people in the community or parents feed the whole entire football team. A lot of times they do it there in the Ellwood City cafeteria. And last night, the Ellwood City Wolves Club, the Wolves Club of Ellwood City, fed the boys, the coaching staff, last night. So greatly appreciate the Wolves Club. They've every year we read their names. They've done it forever. 4th and 6 out of that timeout here.
Some confusion here for
yes,
Brentwood.
It appears that way, but they seem they're getting it in line. And we've yet to have a whistle from the official. 4th and 6. Back to passes Miller. Looks to the right. Down the middle he goes. Tip ball in the air. And
just let it bounce. Yep, there you go.
On that 4th down, ball falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. The Wolverine defense does it twice tonight. Taking them go 0-2. So in the red zone tonight, Brentwood has found themselves in there twice, but come away with 0 scores. So.
Oh, they just called a personal foul.
Oh, did they?
Against the Wolverines, I believe.
Oh, no.
Was it after the play was over, though? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If it was after the play, the Wolverines will still have it. The Wolverines will still have. Oh, they're going to say roughing the passer.
Oh, no.
No way.
Oh, I missed the replay, too.
Wow.
Well, forget everything I just said in the last 30 seconds. That's a half the distance to the goal. Right, Brad?
Yep.
So the ball's now going to be at the 12-yard line. Doggone. We'll have to check that out. As you can see any of our games on our YouTube channel. There's a handoff there. Up the middle he goes. In. Oh, stop there.
Stopped by Gavin Partridge.
Gavin Partridge, but not after. About a 10-yard gain. Going to be 1st and goal now for the Wolverines. That was Dalen Drew on the carry, just shy of the end zone. Boy, costly penalty there for the Wolverines. Doggone it. So up the middle went Drew on that last run. So 1st and goal for Brentwood, knocking at the door. Miller up under center. Watch the QB sneak, but he does not. Hands it to Drew. This time he gets into the end zone for the first score of the year for Brentwood. 1-yard run for Drew. Finds his way in the end zone for a touchdown. The score is now 6-0. Boy, costly penalty. I'd love to go back and see that. So, Brentwood now trying the extra point. The kicker is number 12, Stephen Hatu.
Yep, Hatu. Not Hatu. Hatu.
Hatu.
Because he's going to go
Miller will be
for
the
one.
holder.
2 is going for 1.
Yes. Here's the snap. Low snap.
Scramble.
Miller's going to try
He's
to run
got
out
a lane
there.
too.
He does.
Oh,
you got to
boy.
close on there. I know what they were trying to do is not let him pass. That's going to be a 2-point conversion on the mishandled snap. And Miller just found his way around there, and almost like they caught the Wolverines defense sleeping.
They did. They
on
did.
that. So with 4:15 remaining here in the first quarter, that makes the score 8-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, on the scoring drive there to make the score 8-0 from Brentwood. And first game, we're just getting it. That was about a 72-yard drive for Brentwood. A lot of pass, helped by the 4th down penalty of Ellwood City. Run up and the kick. Kick deep down there. Wow, good kick there. Taken there about the 12-yard line by Elijah. Palmer McCain rolls his way forward to about the 25-yard line. Leave Elijah 13 yards on that return. 4:08 remaining in this second quarter for the Wolverines. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. Don't need to rush. Lots of time here.
I'm going to say number 22 led that host of the Spartans on the tackle.
Okay. Dalen Drew.
Yep.
The man with 2 first names.
I was just going to say the man with 2 first names. How about that?
And it messes up when you read the
I
rosters.
know. You have to look
and
up
we got
and down
a
around
couple
it.
of them. There's like a Lloyd out there. There's okay. 1st and 10 Wolverines. Chris Smiley got 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Elijah to his sidecar. Low snap, but picked up there quick. Out there to Mariacker.
Good.
Nice run. Bulls a
nice.
man over.
First down.
Goes all the way up to the 40-yard line. Pick up of about 15
Driven out by number 1
on that
for
play.
the Spartans.
Haresco, we say his name a lot on defense, some on offense. He seems to have a nose for the ball. Going to mark him out at the 38-yard line. So pick up a 11.
Yep.
Got the first down, 3:41 remaining. Smiley. Back to pass. Got good protection. Oh, intercepted there by number 21 at the 45-yard line. He's got a lane. He's down that left side. Got a couple men to beat. He's all the way down into, taken out of bounds there by Dante Pierce at the 2-yard line. Number 24, Forrest Betts, and it was run, Forrest run after he caught that ball at about the 45-yard line. And he was just playing center field, Brad. I'm watching the replay now, and he just stepped in front of the would-be receiver and off to the races he was running. So what a turn of events here in the last 3 or 4 plays.
And I tell you
Wolverines,
what.
First off, they get the roughing the passer, give him 15 yards, new life. 2 plays later, they go in. And
up here in the booth, we were talking about Forrest Betts because they always said, run, Forrest, run. Wow.
Great hospitality here at Brentwood. Doug, the announcer, we always love seeing him and catching up with him, and gives us some notes here. Meaning Miller under center on this 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Hand off to touchdown. Dalen Drew on a 2-yard run. The kid scored 2 touchdowns in the matter of about 50 seconds of gameplay. All of a sudden, the Wolverines find themselves down 14-0. I think another one of the keys to the game, Brad, we didn't talk about, we talked about on the way down, is we don't want to see the here we go again. You know, you got a team that has not won for 3 years.
Right.
And they played a great first quarter. And they've played a pretty good second
right.
quarter. But like we say all the time, it comes down to a couple plays make a difference in the game. And right now, those favor Brentwood.
And what I'll add to it is that here we go again. If you looked at previous games, Ellwood has held their own. But when that one play happens,
right.
then another, then another. And it's a domino effect.
So, and to try to kick again is Hatu. Going for one.
Better snap this time.
And his kick is up, and it is good. That makes the score 15-0 with 3:21 remaining here in this second quarter. Quick timeout here by us. Welcome back, folks, as we have the game here score 15-0 in favor of the Brentwood Lancers.
Spartans.
What the heck?
Lancers, Spartans, Lions, Tigers, me oh my. Hey, listen, Thad, we were talking about this during the timeout. All of this, these 15 points, all stemmed from one penalty.
Right.
And then the turnover. And a touchdown, and all of a sudden it's 15-0.
Yeah,
but hey, it's only
15 points in about 40 seconds.
Right.
Here's the run up and the kick. Taken there by Deontay Pierce at the 15-yard line. Up the middle. He's got a lane. He's going to go all the way. Keep going, Deontay. Come on, run.
Keep going.
He's going to go. He did it. Touchdown. Deontay Pierce, 85 yards on the run.
That's an answer.
Pierce. Just like that, at 3:08, Dante Pierce runs her back 85 yards. Big time play there, and it could not have come at a better time for the Wolverines. Brad, the only time he was touched
was
he
the
about
initial
got run down at the 25-yard line. He kept them strides going. And I'll tell you what, we get to know the players, and we have kids, Dante Pierce, you're so happy for a kid like him. He is just in the gym all the time.
Yes.
They say if you want to know where Dante is, he's in the gym.
Just go to the field house
working
gym.
out. He's somewhere doing something. And to see that. Okay, Kate.
Number 19.
Kreitzer, number 19 in the kick. Declan Gray holding. Kreitzer with the
good
kick.
Good snap, good hold. It's
kick is
good.
Down, it's up, and it is
all right, good
for Caitlin Kreitzer. Makes the score 15-7.
Big. And that was the other thing. You know, we're 2 for 2. During that timeout, we said we had to answer within that 4-minute window, 3-minute window, and there you go.
And they did just like that. So 3 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. The Wolverines. And, folks, that happens so fast. That's going to be $50 to Club Hope.
How about that? There's your $50.
Given to you by the great people at Michael's Furniture. Stop down at Michael's today. Get yourself a new recliner, couch, washer, dryer.
Or coach. They have coaches down there from Beaver Falls. Hey, why not?
That's right. So, thank
you.
you.
I can
thank
guarantee you guys
to Michael's for that.
And I have bought furniture from Michael's, moving to my new house, and I tell you what, it's
if you
great
live in
stuff.
Elwood City, you've probably bought something at Michael's over the years.
My mom used to work there, so I used to hang out there all the time.
And I know my parents are listening. My dad would highly recommend the Cat Napper.
Okay, the Cat Napper. Dave Windhorse, the Cat Napper.
Yep.
So, Wolverines now. First touchdown of the year, 85-yard kickoff return by Dante Pierce. Now the kickoff duties. We have Caitlin Kreitzer out there again.
And we will definitely have halftime stats. And I tell you what, folks,
yes,
looking at them.
we will let you enjoy the bands as well, as we always do.
Stats are even right now. The blemishes, the turnovers, the penalties.
The turnovers.
Keep it to a minimum.
Here's a run up.
Here
and
it is.
Kick high and never get not real deep, but unfortunately goes out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
And I'm okay with that because all you need after a big kickoff return is another
Yeah,
kickoff
right,
return.
right.
I'm okay. You know what? They may say otherwise. I'm okay with this.
Right. So, after the penalty, the ball
should be the 35.
but they're talking to the coach on the sideline.
I think they have the option
to
force back and re-kick. I could be wrong. I forget.
Getting the
We're a little bit rusty.
Yep.
They were getting a false start on Ellwood.
No, that's a
The kick out of bounds, yeah. So it should be the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's the same hand signal.
It's travel. What are you talking about? It's travel.
So the ball's going to
know.
get the ball at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for Brentwood. One timeout remaining. Am I correct, Brad?
Correct. 2
Yep, I see
timeouts,
that.
Ellwood, 1 for the Spartans.
Spartans. I'm writing it down.
Listen,
right now.
it's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It happens.
Write it down.
Lancers
right now.
and Spartans are very close.
Yeah.
And they do the same, similar things.
So
First time we may see somebody under center, I believe, right?
yes. Handoff there.
Oh,
Up the
boy.
middle he goes, and he's gone. He's at the 30, 25,
They
20,
saw
15,
something.
10. Yes, exactly.
saw
They
something.
did. Credit to them. Dalen Drew with
they
the
saw something.
65-yard run.
He's got, what,
Just
3
like
now?
That's his third touchdown.
Oh,
Third
boy.
touchdown
I'm
on
pretty sure
the
he
night.
has all 3.
Yep.
Wow, talk about answer to answer.
Ooh, the back-to-back-to-back.
65-yard run. We've had 28 points scored in the last minute and 40 seconds of play.
Wow.
Things opened up here, and I think when you say they saw something, you saw it when they said
They
first
adjusted.
time under center tonight. And, man, he hit the line, and he was untouched. So, 21-7 on to try. The extra point is Hatu going for 1. We just can't let that go.
No,
I'm sorry.
we're never.
So,
Not tonight.
I think we can kind of blame that on Doug. 'cause
Yeah,
he
yeah.
plays
yes,
it.
we can blame Doug.
here's
He'll
the,
take it.
Here's the
Good snap,
good
good
snap.
hold.
Kick is up.
Looks
and
good.
It is good. 2:48 remaining in this first half of play. The Spartans are up 22-7. Take a quick timeout here. Welcome back, folks. 2:46 remaining here in this second quarter. Brentwood will be kicking off after that one-play, 65-yard drive. And, they thought they answered that.
Yeah.
You know, the little momentum changes all the time in these games, and we've really seen it happen here in the last 3 minutes of this second quarter. The run-up by Winchell, kicks it on the ground this time, bounces off. Get on that ball, guys.
They got it.
The ball at the 40-yard line. Oh, no, they got it.
They came up with it.
Number 10, Winchell, the kid that kicked the ball, comes up with it. It bounced around. They did the squib kick. They know what happened the last time. It bounced off one of the second line, if you will, for the Wolverines. I don't know how he came up with that ball. So down it goes. So Brentwood now, 2:41 remaining, one timeout. Ball at the 40-yard line in the driver's seat, up by 15, leading 22-7. I mean, that's not a turnover, Brad. I mean, I don't know what you call that. That's 3 turnovers now for the Wolverines. Miller under center once again. Sends in motion. Quick handoff there. Finds a seam. Taken down there nicely
By
Hobel. And number 20 in there as well was Jackson Kerr. We're about to the point that we need to pay the electric bill in here. I could use a little light. So
the switch is beside me if you want it.
Yeah, why don't you try that once? There we go. See what we're doing. So 2nd and 8 now for Brentwood. Getting that initial push. They really don't seem to be in a hurry as Brentwood. 2 minutes on the clock, on a rolling clock. Miller sends a man in motion. Going to roll out to the right.
We got 2 guys open. He has the lane.
He makes a man miss. He's down to the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Tackled there
by number 20.
Number 20, Jackson Kerr. Jackson, just a freshman out there in that secondary, saving tackle. He don't make that tackle. Miller stands in the end zone as we speak. But that is enough for a first down. Does a first down stop the clock? Is that just
it stops the clock, and then when they blow the whistle, because he stayed in bounds. Yep. It's okay. Hey, we've been everywhere else.
So 1st and 10, minute 25. Maybe not the sense of urgency you would think Brentwood would be wanting right now, but they're up 22-7. Miller under center now, been under center a bunch. I formation, 2 wideouts to the right. Handoff there, Drew. Nice arm tackle there. Not sure who it was, but stopped.
There was a lane.
I think number 73 for us was the lead on that.
So
Tim Twiddell.
Evan Twiddell. Apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, he listed his name Tim on the roster, and they contacted him.
His nickname is Tim.
His
actual name is Evan.
Yeah.
Okay, so 50 seconds remaining. I don't understand why
we have that backwards. I don't remember.
Ball's at 25-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and 6.
I'm with you, Thad. I'm playing this. Like, what are we doing here? You got to come out of the under center
quicker. They lost 20 seconds so far.
Yeah.
Miller back
Play
to
action.
pass.
It's covered.
He almost got.
It's covered. He dropped it, but it was there.
Yeah, he
Good
went up
throw.
for that jump ball. Was Winchell. Ball falls incomplete. He had double coverage, but Winchell, standing there at 6'3", had a chance for that ball.
It was there.
But was that Hobel coming around that far side? I mean, he almost
believe so. Yeah.
Had himself a sack lunch there.
Our coverage on that was Kerr and Palmer McCain.
And if you count that incomplete, you said it, Thad. 20 seconds. It'd be 44 seconds right now.
Right.
What?
Right. It's 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 18-yard line, it appears, to get that first down. They still do have 1 timeout. And they just take a long time in the huddle. I mean, I know the clock stopped, but watch that back, Judge. See if that.
I was
going to
say that hand should be going up here soon. Right now, there's a timeout.
Timeout.
Brentwood.
Ouch.
Wow.
How do you take a timeout?
Yeah, that's tough.
You're taking a timeout when you have the clock stopped with 24 seconds remaining.
So that tells you that they're thinking, in my books, you're thinking pass, but you're going to try
Well, I
and
think
catch.
you
got to
have
catch
to.
the defense off a little bit, or
Well,
maybe
I think at this point, 24
bounds
seconds
play.
with no timeout,
Right.
it's rather be out of bounds or end zone
Yep.
at this stage, because you're almost to the point now where if the Wolverines can get a stop, yes, they have to reset stop the clock to reset the sticks.
We're not
Not
trying
a
to be
lot of time.
critical, but so
No,
far,
we're not.
Brentwood has, the first quarter they played even. They've taken advantage here. This may be the only thing I would say, hey, what are we doing here, guys? Let's get in the huddle a little bit faster. Let's go.
We kind of thought maybe they made some adjustments.
And
on
you know
the
what? We are being
interception.
critical. It's week 0.
Right, that's right. That's right.
So game reset, 24 seconds, 24.6 to be accurate, 22-7. We will have the stats, the bands, the whole fluff, and out-of-town scores here.
Yep, we'll let you enjoy the Brentwood, Ellwood City Blue Band,
Yep.
Brentwood Band. Here we
Under
go. On
center
this 3rd
again.
and 7. Back is Miller. Wants to go deep. He does. Got a man wide open.
Miscommunication.
25-yard
Ooh, boy.
touchdown to number 1. His 4th touchdown. Harisco on the night makes the score 28-7. Extra point forthcoming. You're right, Brad. I think just the secondary just was not there. Harisco
They
kind of came in late. Throws it down there, and he was wide open by about 5 yards.
Yeah, so that would be his first touchdown, and then Drew with 3. Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about
I'm sorry,
an
I
offense.
was wrong.
No, you're okay. You're
I beg
okay.
your pardon.
Listen, I'm correcting you without correcting you. How
Okay,
about
that's
that?
all right. That's all right.
Yeah, again, you know what? Kudos to Brentwood. They took a timeout.
Yep. And I mean, you could second guess what they were doing, but
Yep.
when you score
You scored.
a 2 for 1, gets it.
I don't
makes
think
it-
so.
No good.
No good.
That
I'm
was a
sorry.
little bit wide.
A little bit wide.
Wide
So
left.
28-7.
That's a big extra point miss. Not going to
It is.
lie.
It is. So really, that's
That's big.
2 touchdowns for Brentwood
Yeah.
off of turnovers now.
Yes.
We'll call the kick, the fumble on the kick, and that drive there was about 40 yards, and about 4 or 5 plays. We'll have all those there at halftime, post game, and then of course always on our website ecwolverines.com.
Right.
You can check things out.
Facebook, Twitter,
Yep,
YouTube, this
Facebook,
place,
Twitter.
that place.
Yep, YouTube.
It's like
And if
Christmas.
you're on YouTube tonight, don't forget subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get alerts for all the things we do. We
If
got
you hit that
a big
bell.
week coming up next week. We got volleyball kicking off. We're at Union for
Yep.
football next Friday night. Golf has been super active and busy.
Yep.
We've not talked about
6
that
matches
yet tonight.
in. Cross country will be starting.
country's going.
Girls tennis will be starting on Monday. Big matchup right off the bat.
So
a
a
lot of
busy
stuff.
week as we start off the school year here.
Yep. We like it that way. Keep
Yes,
your
we
hands
do.
busy.
Yes, we do. So
Plus, we had the Pie Festival last night.
Yep.
Yes,
Pie
we did. We had
Festival.
the Pie Festival last night. You're right.
here's the run up and the kick. Oh, no, he did it again.
My
Son of a gun.
goodness. This time recovered by number 24.
Yep, kicked it right
34,
to
I
the
think.
feet
Oh, number 34?
34.
of the
Yep,
on
you're
the
right.
up end.
34.
Ryder Granite bounced off of him. Taken there was number 34,
34 took it, yeah.
Yep.
Zachary Vickless, the sophomore, 5'8", $145. So 13 and a half seconds remaining. Up by 21 is Brentwood. We're gonna say that's 4 turnovers now for Ellwood City in this first half, and you're just not.
Yeah.
They got to turn some things around. So I think a timeout here taken
Timeout, Ellwood.
by Ellwood City.
And that's a good timeout in my books. Like,
Well,
listen,
just
guys.
reset. Don't let
let's
anything happen
reset.
here.
Man.
Don't let anything happen here.
Yes. Gotta give credit to Brentwood's coaching staff up here in the press box
Yep,
about
I
reading
think
those
they
adjustments.
getting some adjustments being done. And those adjustments happen quick. All of a sudden, boom, they're under center, score on that play.
Right.
That last drive, under center was in shotgun a couple different times. Took the ball down the field.
Sometimes the cards just lay right in your hand.
Well, I mean, you get tired of me saying it. Man, a lot of these games, each team will probably have 60 offensive plays, 60, 70, in your normal game. Maybe not that many. But it comes down to just a couple plays that make a difference. And turnovers usually put an asterisk beside that. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. 13 and a half seconds. Miller, he's going to keep it. Got
That's
a
a hold.
flag on the play. There's a hold. Down goes Miller at the 35-yard line with 6 seconds remaining. But let's see what this,
Yep.
in the area of where there would be a hold. Yep, holding. Going to march
Holding
it back.
against Brentwood.
10 yards.
And with no timeouts, they got to get back to the line because it's going to be running clock when he blows that whistle.
Yep, when he blows that whistle and gets things set.
At the same time, you're up 28-7. You may say, you know what? Let's just
That's right.
run it out. And it kind of looks like that's
and
what's going to be.
Yep.
Did. So, at the end of 2 quarters, we're at halftime. We find our Ellwood City Wolverines down to the Brentwood Spartans,
There you go.
28-7. We'll let you enjoy the bands, and we'll have some halftime stats and out-of-town scores here shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do it. Please do it. It's fun. Simple game of chance. $5. Everyone has $5. But most importantly, pay attention to the marching band. Parents are gonna love it. I mean, you guys are respectful. You're not they're gonna watch you.
Doggy doing it out of there.
Don't worry, I give you a call.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band's Girl Boss Show. The 2022 Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band starts the show with a song by Paramore, fronted by Haley Williams. Off their 2007 album Riot, this is Misery Business. Minnesota artist. Here is 2003's Crazy in Love. Girl Boss Show with Billie Eilish's 2019 hit, Bad Guy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Band Funk.
field again, the Brentwood Spartan Marching Band. Our 2022 season theme is Yellow Brick Road, the music of Elton. The band is being led across the field by senior drum majors Bella Brunzel and Xander Witt. Our first selection tonight is Love Lies Bleeding, written in 1973. It was written by Sir Elton and Bernie Taupin, and is the second of 2 songs in a medley on his double the only piano player. We featured our drum line in a solo written by senior section leader Michaela Friend, section leaders Millie Foley, and senior drum line captain Aiden Sayer. We hope you enjoyed our show this evening. This year's band section leaders are Ellie Tinker, Jamie Kurtz, Riley Sell, Vanessa Wolf, Kenny File, Karina File, Amara Kelly, Tyler White, Candler Smith, Aiden Sayer, Millie Foley, Michaela Friend, Rachel Lewandowski, and Brenda Makoff. Our band line captains are Woodwinds, Ellie Tinker, Brass, Kenny File, Visual Ensemble is Rachel Lewandowski.
All right, folks, welcome back here to Brentwood High School as the Spartans lead the Wolverines 28-7. We're going to take some time here and talk about some stats from the game. So we'll bring out the game stats for both teams. Scoring-wise, 28-7. The big guy tonight so far has been Dalen Drew. He's got 3 touchdowns, I think all via the run. Yep, and the one extra touchdown there was by number 1, Anthony Harisco, for the Brentwood Spartans. The one in lone touchdown for the Wolverines, keeping it in it at halftime, was a great return by Dante Pierce. It was an 85-yard kickoff return. A crazy sequence there of back and forth, and I think, like you said, it was about 27 points within a matter of 5 minutes or so.
Well, it was about in about a minute 40 of gameplay.
Yeah, it was insane. Total first down so far, Brentwood 7, Ellwood City has 6. The net yards rushing-wise in favor of Brentwood after that last 5-10 minutes of the second quarter, 105-29. Passing-wise, 101-53. So total yards offensively right now, it is 206 in favor of Brentwood to 82. Average yards per play, it's 7.4 to 3.7. So basically, Brentwood is doubling up the Wolverines in terms of yardage and offense-wise. Punting-wise, 1 for 42 yards for Brentwood, 1 for 23 for Ellwood. In terms of penalties, not too many, but combined together, 9 for 68 yards. 5 for 34 for Ellwood, 4 for 34 for Brentwood. Turnovers, that's been the key stat of the night. In fact, a lot of those turnovers led to points so far. Some couple interceptions there, a couple fumbles, and stuff that you cannot have. Time of possession is pretty even, 12 minutes to 11 minutes indirectly. Third down conversions. Teams that haven't really had many third down opportunities. Combined, though, we are 3 for 9. 2 for 4 for Ellwood, 1 for 5 for Brentwood. The key stat that has kept Ellwood in this one, especially in the first quarter there, was Brentwood was 0 for 2 on fourth down in the first half. First quarter, 0 for 1, 0 for 2 in the 0 for 1 in the second quarter. But no matter what, 28 points up there on that board.
Put an asterisk beside that 1 fourth down.
Yes.
I mean, they did not convert to fourth
Correct.
down.
Should have been 0 for 3.
But
You're
they
right.
did
Yep.
get the penalty, get the roughing the passer
Yep.
penalty, which led to their touchdown.
Yep. Some individual stats on the evening. Rushing-wise, Dalen Drew, he has 8 carries for 82 yards and 3 touchdowns. So expect him to hit that 100 mark and probably be in the newspaper this weekend with those 3 touchdowns and 100 yards plus.
Just to put an asterisk beside that, too, he had a 1 run for 65
Right.
yards. That helps that 82.
It does.
You take that out, you kind of kept them in check.
And the moment they adjust to go under center, that's where a lot of those yards came from.
Yep.
Elijah Palmer McCain, 4 for 11 total yards. Rushing-wise for Ellwood. Passing, Chris Miley, 7 of 13, 53 yards, 2 interceptions. Tavion Miller, 5 for 11, 101, and 1 touchdown. Receiving-wise, Anthony Harisco, 3 for 63 and that 1 touchdown. Aaron Hobel, we like what we've seen. That big, lengthy, bulky frame there, 3 for 24 yards. So there are your halftime stats from our game. Quickly, before the end of halftime here, give me 1 second here. Switch the quarter real quick. Let's see who kicked off. It was Brentwood, right?
Yep.
All right. Just make sure I'm in timely fashion here. All right. So a couple out-of-town scores. Big one. Union picking up that Canton High School game as a makeup for week 0. It's 31-18 Canton at the end of the third quarter. Another big score here. Third quarter just started off. Sharon scored a touchdown right out of the gate. It's 17-14 in favor of Neshannock over Sharon. I think we can say Laurel's going to be pretty darn good. Halftime, 42-0 over New Brighton. Laurel is up. Chase Tinsman, 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing wise. Western Beaver, don't really have a good update on this one. Second quarter, 6-0 Western Beaver on Beaver. Newcastle cruising by Summit Academy, 42-0, close to half, not even halftime. Freshman quarterback in for Newcastle in that one. Another big one here at halftime. Freedom is up on Quaker Valley, 10-0, and we want to keep a little bit of out-of-town score here. Berwick is up 14-0 on Southern Columbia.
Oh, wow.
And they're in a lightning delay. There are a couple games right now in lightning delays. I tell you what, if you watch the first half, that sky out there was beautiful. So there you go. There's your halftime stats. And, hey, I tell you what, great congratulations to both bands. A great opening halftime show for both teams. Or, sorry, both squads. Both bands. There we go. We'll get it ready.
So, just moments away here from kickoff as we start this third quarter. Caitlin Kreitzer run up and a kick high, end over kick. It's going to be taken there to about the 22-yard line. Tries to go backwards, does not get much of anywhere. Was Harisco. We'll give him a yard on that return.
I do want to give our friend Doug a shout out too, because he asked me coming back from the halftime how he can announce for people to watch us. So I gave him our website and YouTube.
Great. Thank you.
We love it.
Doug, he's a good guy. I was kind of hoping he'd bring
100%.
a couple of hot dogs and some of that nacho cheese fries back there. So
as we're speaking,
Doug is just
is going and thanking everybody.
He does a great job as an announcer, and he's having a lot of fun at this football game.
100%.
Oh, that was movement. Okay, out of the gates from that 23-yard line, we're going to have a false start penalty on Brentwood. Going to march that ball back 5 yards. So I think for the Wolverines, it was really come down to a couple plays. They were in this game in the first quarter. It kind of got, was in there halfway through the second quarter. An untimely penalty and a long pass play, it's just an interception. I think if I'm Coach Bradley, I'm saying, guys, we can't turn the ball over.
Right.
We can't turn the ball over in this third and fourth quarter. You're not out of this game. Miller, handoff, finds a seam, but it closed up quickly. Drew with the carry. Brought down by several of the Wolverines. I want to think that Evan Twiddell was in there on that stop.
I think they were saying I think
they said there was 3 of them. They didn't say.
Yeah, I want to say they were trying to say Declan Gray as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think Doug was saying Declan.
Yep.
Okay. No, really no gain on that play. Going to bring up a
2nd and 14.
Second and 14. They gave him 1. So
3 wide receivers to the close side here. I formation though.
Still under center is Miller. Back to pass. Pumps.
Got him.
Got his man out there, number 1. He steps out of balance at about the 26-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down marker, but picked up a bunch of what he needed there. It's going to bring
Split
up
in
a
half,
third down.
Yep. Gain of 7, so it should be 3rd and 7 from the looks of it.
And actually, if he wouldn't have slipped out of bounds, he would have got a couple more yards on that play. So Miller, the quarterback, we see him coming to the sidelines. We see that a lot in high school football to get to plays and runs back in. So back is Miller. Rolls out to the right. Gets the pass. Oh, off the hands. Or was that maybe deflected?
I think number 26 for us
by,
deflected it.
Deontay Pierce deflected that.
Yep.
And that would have been enough. That would have been enough for the first down. That was a big play there by Pierce as Miller rolled out to the right.
And give credit on that backside pressure there. The moment he threw it, he got hit.
O'Brien Freshman O'Brien was in there, number 40. And Maddox Singer was wreaking some havoc up there as well. Number 73, Evan Twaddell is on that front line along with Aaron Hobel.
And it was, hey, 3 and out here.
Yeah, if you wanted to script it, you'd have loved to see this.
And I'm not playing the clock game yet, but the fact that there's still a full 10 minutes up there,
3 and out.
Nice.
They're in shotgun.
Yeah. He's going to punt it.
Yep. It does. Ball
Let it roll.
Bounces and dies.
Yeah,
right there.
You're right.
That was lucky. It died there at about the 46-yard line. So a 28-yard punt for Brentwood gives Ellwood City nice field position to come out here to start this third quarter at their own 46-yard line. Chris Smiley, the sophomore, coming in there to lead the quarterback. On the line out there, we have Ryder Grinnan along with Aaron Hobel. Shane Lutz under center.
I just heard Doug say our website, www.ecwolverines.com.
Okay, handoff Smiley to Deontay Pierce. Breaks around that right side.
Here we
Makes
go.
another man miss.
Stay up.
Keeps them legs a churning.
All right.
Wow.
Big run.
A big run there.
Number 1 in on
For
that
Deontay
tackle,
Craig.
and number 7 on that tackle.
And Oresco in on a tackle along with quarterback Miller. But a nice pickup on the play. He went from the 46 to the 36.
37. 17
yards on that carry.
And that's our
you talk
longest
about
run of the night.
You talk about yards after
He just
catch,
doubled it.
yards after tackle.
Yes.
He got pursuit and kept it going.
And that was
Good
an
call.
Ellwood first down.
Right.
So,
Another first
Smiley,
down.
handoff this time once again to Pierce. Tries that left
Cut
side.
upfield. There you go. Okay.
Picks up a couple on the play. Was one block away from picking up a bunch.
I'm going to say number 21 on that tackle for them.
I'm going to give him a gain of 3.
So Christopher Fox on that tackle.
Christopher Fox.
So pick up a 3. Going to be 2nd down and 7. The Wolverines in Brentwood territory at the 37-yard line. Christopher rolls out to the left this time. Throws it downfield. Got Mariacker there. Oh, overthrew him just a little bit. Just a little too tall for Mariacker, who was down there at about the 15-yard line.
And he was
I like
there
how
again.
that play developed. And I like how Chris Smiley stepped in there. He had 2 black jerseys, coming right at him.
Number 5 went down on injury.
Yeah, there's an injury on the
Lewandowski
field.
was in coverage.
Yep.
He went down. Our trainer, Travis, is right there, and along comes Brentwood's trainer as well. Let's take a quick timeout. Welcome back, folks. Number 5, Robert Lewandowski, coming off the field in his own power. Maybe grabbing the hip there a little bit on the side. But he's trying to go to the huddle, but you think he's just going to be walking through it. So he came down kind of awkward there on his side.
Yeah, he met Mariacker right when he was trying to catch it.
Right.
Okay, so game reset here. 3rd and 7, a big 3rd down play here for the Wolverines. Trying to answer back early, second half. Did he get reset? Yeah, he did.
Yep. Handoff to Dante. Makes a man in a backfield miss, but that play really didn't have much chance to develop from the start. almost like they were trying to do a misdirection.
Well, I also am wondering if they were setting up for a 4th down, maybe catch him with the running game on 3rd down.
Yeah.
You're going for it here now.
Yep, we're at 4th and 6, 8:43 remaining.
I believe number 1 on that tackle.
He has been
Yes.
on defense and
everywhere.
offense.
Harisco. 5'9" senior sitting in there at 160 pounds. Okay, 4th and 5 here for the Wolverines. 1 wide out, tight to the left, 3 to the right. Back is Smiley. Looking the left-hander down.
He's
the field.
got
His
him.
man down there. Oh, just off the fingertips of who was that?
I want to say it was Dante Pierce. Yep. Palmer Kane.
Or,
Sorry, number
Elijah
2. Palmer yep.
McCain.
Elijah
Just
Palmer
out
McCain.
off his fingertips.
Oh.
Ball over on downs. I love how that play was designed.
Yes, it looked good. It just needed an extra step or just a little
Elijah
bit less.
out of the backfield. It was just an old wheelhouse run.
Yep, just real.
And down the field he went, and he had the coverage beat. But turnover on downs is going to be Brentwood's ball now from their own 33-yard line. So the Wolverines not much on that first possession. And now Brentwood leading 28-7. There's a handoff to Drew. Moves the power forward up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the play. Getting up, looked like Mariacker getting up from the bottom of the pile.
And number 20, Kerr, was in that also.
So going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Ball just across the 35-yard line in Brentwood territory. So Miller getting his directions from the coach on the sidelines. It really is a beautiful night for football.
It is.
You know, if we're talking a chance of rain, a whole lot different than the last time we played Brentwood 4 years ago, which was in a monsoon.
You couldn't even read numbers.
I formation. Back is Miller. He's going to pass. Throws it down.
Got him again.
Got him in. There's, wow, Harisco. They got to watch him.
Palmer
Pick up
McCain
there.
drove him out.
All the way down to the 42-yard line in Wolverine territory. Pick up of 22 on that play. And I tell you, he's in that slot position, Brad. I'm watching the replay, is Harisco. And they're just not follow him out. I mean, he just peeled out there.
Yep.
Didn't have a curl route. And there he was, nobody within 5 yards of him. So 1st and 10 now. Brentwood moving a little faster here. So under center. Back. Takes a handoff, rolls out to the right. Being pursued. Keeps going, running. Finds a man. Oh, nice play there. Great play there by Gavin Partridge. He just shaved a touchdown, Brad.
Yes.
Because Harisco was running down that right sidelines, and
Yes,
he had
did.
a step.
You're right.
And I tell you, that's the one thing about Miller. If I'm going to be critical, and I hate being critical on a high school player. He's a really good athlete. You can see
He
that.
is. You can tell.
But it's there's not much of the lob to his throw.
Right.
It's pretty much
darts.
throwing darts.
Which makes you wonder, does he have something maybe where double sport, maybe he's a baseball kind of guy with that arm. He's
Don't
got
know.
arm strength, though. Got to give him credit.
He does. And Gavin Partridge saved the touchdown there. Ball incomplete. 2nd and 10. Under center once again. Handoff delayed. Oh,
There we
big time
go.
hit
That's
there.
Mariacker.
That's Mariacker.
You don't even have to
Yep.
know the number.
Taking Drew down after a very short gain. Drew had a hole,
Yep.
but it closed quickly
They're going to give him 1 yard on the play.
with the 6'1", 200-pound senior Mariacker to meet him in the middle of that hole. Yeah, do give him 1 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. I'm thinking right now, if you are Brentwood, you're talking 2-down territory.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
You're up by 21.
Your defense has shown that they've been holding Wolverines in check for a
that's
little
good.
bit.
I mean, and the defense is, I'll do the old bend but don't break. You know, the Wolverines have got some yards, but not been able to put together that sustained drive.
Yes.
Miller in a shotgun this time. I think we had some movement
Yep. False start on Brentwood.
on Brentwood. marching back 5 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 14.
Why do I feel like every time every play, 3rd down, it just seems like this play becomes that much more important.
Right,
that
exactly.
much more important.
Exactly. And the Wolverines did a good job in the first half. But they were 2 for 7.
And we still have another quarter to play. But it just feels like this is a turning
halfway
point.
Through it.
Yeah.
So almost. Miller.
Big
time hit there.
Number 73.
Number 73, Evan Twiddell, stopping that drive. Big time loss on that play. Ball all the way back to the 47-yard line. Loss of about 7 on that play. And I don't think that play developed like Brentwood wanted it to. There just seemed to be some confusion when they went to Heights with the ball. And Twiddell, he stands at 5'10", 210. And that's a solid 210.
And what year, sophomore or freshman?
Yeah, sophomore. Sophomore
okay.
7.
Okay. Got to be careful about this formation. At some point,
4th and 20.
Palmer McCain's back there to receive.
Yep. And there's, we'll call it the pooch kick. He kicks it away from Elijah.
Not a bad punt. It's inside the 20.
Yep. All the way down to the 17-yard line. So Miller with the punt. And that traveled 45 yards. So Wolverines now taking over with 5:13 remaining, their second possession of the half.
This quarter kind of feeling like the first quarter,
which
is okay, but when you're down 28-7, you need something in your favor sooner than later.
Going here.
Yep.
So it'd be nice to see that big offensive play. So formation, we're getting to see a fair bit tonight. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 tight to the left. Smiley back. He's going to go deep. Finds his way down there, and number 11 going for the ball. Intended receiver was Lennon Lloyd. Nice coverage there by Shane Palmer of Brentwood, the junior, to kind of get in there and break things up. I like what Smiley was trying to do there. He had 3 people on this side to try to go to.
Right.
He went for the deep guy. Just good coverage.
Yes.
And good closing speed there by number 11.
Just looking for this splash play, something small, just to get something out in space.
Right. Out there through the hands of Mariacker, and he's pounding his head. He wants that one back. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10. I think we have an injured player for Brentwood. I want to think it's number 75. Demir Spencer.
Official timeout.
Yep, for the injury.
We'll wait to confirm the number. That way we don't get any.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, you're okay.
That, but looked like that to me.
One thing that we can always talk about, I'm not a doctor, plus I'm so far away from the field. With this heat, with it being nice and warm, cramps, 3rd quarter, 4th quarter start kicking in.
Right.
And he's getting getting up. So
that was number 55.
Yeah. I bet you $1 million bucks. It's just a low cut on the leg.
Way he's walking with the leg cramp going on there. So good to see him walking off the field in his own power. Back to live action here. So
that was Jeffrey Beck.
So the Wolverines now on this 3rd and 10, and when you want to start talking about that field position game, you're all the way back at your 18-yard line. Really would like to see yourself get a 1st down here. So Chris Smiley in the shotgun. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Back to pass. Under pressure. Gets away from 1 with that left hand.
He's got
throws it down there. There's a
catch. Number 9.
Number 9 all the way down to the 30-yard line, down to the 25. Thrown down. Beautiful pass there. That's the big play we were looking for. Luciano Gagrick.
In stride.
Was hit by Chris Smiley all the way down.
Shane Palmer on that tackle.
To the Ellwood City, to the Brentwood 25-yard line. That's a 57-yard pass play, Brad.
That's right on the dot. How about that?
So talk about flipping field position for the Ellwood City Wolverines. Longest play for them of the night, maybe the longest for the last 3 seasons for Ellwood City. Smiley, hands off there to Gagrick once again. Gets hit in the backfield, pinballs his way forward to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be no gain on the play.
I'm thinking number 1 on the tackle for that one.
Harisco with the tackle. So it brings up a 2nd down and 10. Wolverines knocking on the door here from the Brentwood 25-yard line. 3:50 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Got Maddox Singer out there on the line. Shane Lutz over the ball. Ryder grinning out there on the line. Back. He has time.
He's got
Smiley
him if he gets
going down there.
He got it.
That's a great catch.
Got it.
That's a great
touchdown.
catch. Big time catch there by number 17, Mariacker. 25-yard touchdown pass in double coverage. Mariacker just goes up there and gets that ball. Beautiful pass by Smiley. Great catch by Mariacker. We get ourselves a football game, folks. It's 28-13, 3:29 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Now on to kick the extra point is Caitlin Kreitzer. That was a beautiful pass.
It pickpocketed right in there.
And he had time.
Yes.
He had some time.
And the fake, the pump action was perfect.
It was. It was.
Here's the extra point. Good snap, good hold. It's up, and it should be good.
And it's good. 28-14. Our Wolverines trying to make a game of this one. Down by 2 scores with 3:29 remaining in this 3rd quarter. So a nice drive there by the Wolverines starting on their 18-yard line. So it covered 82 yards and really only about 5 plays to get that done. The big one being the 52-yard
57.
57-yard pass play from Smiley to Gagrick.
And once again, folks, the stats, it's almost even right now on big plays and even yardage. It's just coming down to a couple mistakes. And I tell you what, you just got through a quarter looking pretty good. You cut the lead down to 14.
Right.
Maybe
you kept them
get
out of the end zone.
Right. You kept them out of the end zone.
And you got 1.
In this 3:29, I'm telling my players, listen, don't need a score necessarily. Let's just get the ball back.
Right.
Make their drive short, 3 and out, get it back, and let's move again.
So Kreitzer out for the kickoff. Here's the run up, short run up. End over end, wobbly type of kick taken there. Takes a knee is number 30 at the 35-yard line.
Number
11, Shane Palmer. So Brentwood will take over. 3:27 remaining here in the 3rd quarter from their own 35-yard line. So here comes Brentwood. Ellwood City's done a pretty good job of shutting them down here in this 3rd quarter. But under center is Miller, I formation. Hands off there to Drew. Nice tackle in the backfield. Did the ball come out?
Did the ball come out there maybe?
The way they were
I'm
acting,
wondering if
I
it's just to
almost
get him
think
down.
they did.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 28 with the initial tackle.
Nope.
No, they're going to say
there was a fumble.
They're going to say a fumble. But no, the official's holding his no.
Just by the reaction of Coach Bradley and some of the other guys on that side, Ellwood City sidelines, I thought they had something going there. Pretty sure it was Mariacker in there for that initial. No, it was not Mariacker.
Patterson. Ethan Patterson with the initial
was
tackle.
in there. Plugging up that hole, the junior, 5'10", 165-pound.
That was Drew.
So a loss of
Drew
2.
Okay.
Yes, loss of 2 on the play.
So 2nd and 12 here. I formation.
Now
It's pistol.
shotgun. Now we got
The shotgun pistol
is
look.
Miller. Gets the ball. Wants a quick pass out there, and he gets it to number 2 this time. Johnson. Nice pickup on the play of about 7.
Makes it.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about
Here
6.
you go. Once again, another 3rd down.
3rd and
Big
6.
play.
Yes, it is.
Get all that momentum, swing back.
So
2-minute mark. 3rd quarter.
3rd and 6. Need to let that Ellwood offense get back on the field. And the best way to do that is make these guys not convert 3rd downs. Miller under center. Back. Fakes
Play
the
action.
handoff,
He's
rolls
got.
out to
Come on,
right.
28. Get there.
Oh, big time hit there by number 40, Declan O'Brien. He met Miller. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Big time loss on the play. And give number 28, Ethan Patterson. He had initial pursuit, and Miller wanted to get to the outside. And Declan O'Brien says, nope, not on this play. You're doing that. Takes him down for, about an 8-yard loss?
Yep, 9-yard loss. And if
9-yard
you're keeping
loss.
track, that's 4 sacks now for the Wolverines.
Right.
Defense
Ball on
holding
the
strong.
30-yard line. 4th and 15 in this kind of pooch punt. I don't know what you want to call it.
Yep, pooch punt.
Yep, and he gets a pretty good
He's going to
one
return this.
taken there,
Get down,
but
get
hit
down. Okay.
immediately.
That's okay.
Was Palmer McCain at the 45-yard line. So field position in Ellwood City's favor.
Number 1 with the hit.
Oresco.
Yep, Horesco once again.
So
The 45-yard line?
yep 45-yard line.
Okay.
Is Ellwood City taking over. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Just under a minute remaining here in this 3rd quarter.
And talk about, you still have 55 seconds here, but when this quarter ends, you got to be, if you're head coach Dan
Yep,
Bradley, you're
I
saying,
think
guys,
I'm-
listen, let's go. We got this. Let's go.
Right. So 3 wide outs to the left this time. Almost like a bunch. Well, it gets spread out a little bit now.
Maybe a wide receiver bubble screen, maybe?
Yep. Smiley back to pass to lefty. He looks deep. Nowhere to go. And hit hard there.
62.
But he gets away.
Yeah, 62.
Falls awkwardly is Chris Smiley. And he is a little slow to get up, but finds his way. It was hit there initially by number 62, Antonio Weir, 5'11", 230. Kind of rolled up on Chris, but he's back up on his feet, getting directions from the sidelines. Got a little hitch in his giddy up right now to Smiley, but stays in the game. But loss of 5 on the play. Just under 10 seconds, Smiley. Oh, fumbled the snap, picked up by Smiley, trying to get out there, and he's going to be hit by, driven out of bounds by Horesco all the way back at the 36-yard line. The center exchange just did not go well that time. Smiley and both Dante Pierce tried to pick the ball up. Smiley got it and found himself for a loss once again on that play. So that now we have an injured player down for Ellwood.
We did forget to mention it, but that was another $50 from Project Hope from Michael when Ellwood got another touchdown. I just thought of that.
So during this injury, you want to take a timeout, Brad?
Yeah, why don't we take a timeout? Injury for the Wolverines.
Welcome back, folks. We bring up a 3rd and 18 injury. Appears to be to number 6, Gavin Partridge. I see him standing over there on the sidelines. They're taking a look at see what exactly was going on. The far side of the field, we really could not see much. Smiley back to pass in the 3rd and 18. Misses one guy. dumps it off, and ball falls incomplete, and that may be a blessing in disguise.
Yes.
As he was trying to throw it to Lennon Lloyd. But Brentwood's doing something now to get some pressure in that backfield for Smiley. He's not having much time in that series of plays. Now, we're at the end of the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout here. Third quarter, it's 28-14.
Spartans. I'll say it for you.
Welcome back, folks, as we start this fourth quarter. Wolverines in punt formation on this 4th and 18 from their 37-yard line, down by 2 scores, 28-14. Declan Gray with the punt. High kick. Bounces at the 35, takes an Ellwood City bounce. It's going to go and be down there at the 27-yard line. So Brentwood going to come out, and they may be in a time of possession type mode here as they come in leading by 2 scores in this fourth quarter. I think if you're Ellwood City right now, you want to get that 3 and out. You want to get a turnover of some sort to get going. See Trent Schilling out there in the backfield, in the defensive backfield right now, 5'10", sophomore. So in the shotgun is Miller for Brentwood. Back to pass. Throws the ball. Oh, almost a tip drill there. We don't see that. Horesco seemed to be pretty short-handed, but that one there just bounced right off his fingers and almost had a little mini chip drill going on there, but did not work out for Ellwood City. Ball falls to the ground. It's incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for Brentwood from the 28-yard line. I believe I said different yard line before. So on the 28, 2nd and 10. So don't forget, next week we'll be traveling to Union, 7 o'clock game against the Union Scotties. In the shotgun is Miller. Back to, he's going to keep her, tries, runs, makes a man miss. Zigs and zags his way forward for a nice gain. Going to pick up about 7 on the play was Miller.
That was number 28, Patterson, my apologies, on the tackle for the Wolverines.
Yes, Patterson, a junior, 5'10", 165 pounds. So we got a 3rd and 4 here for Brentwood. Another 3rd down, and the Wolverines just need to, keep these 3rd down conversions to a minimal. Miller sends 2 guys out to the right, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in the slot. Quick pass there by Miller. First man misses. He's going to get enough for the first down. Up that sideline is Drew. It's a 40. All the way down to the 37-yard line. A nice run there by Drew. We got an injured player in the middle of the field, but on that 3rd and 4, picked up about 30 yards, give or take. So a big 3rd down conversion there for Brentwood. So we'll wait for this timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well, as we have an injured player at midfield. welcome back, folks. That was Avery Johnson. Appeared just to be another one of those leg cramp issues that gets you on a night like this. He's going to come off the field for one play. Coming off the field on his own power. So after that, I'll call it a bubble screen pass that they gained a bunch of yards on. Brentwood now find themselves in Ellwood City territory at the 35-yard line, and it's getting crunch time here for this defense. You got a little over 10 minutes remaining in this game. You're down by 2 scores. You don't want to go down 3 at this point of the game. So Miller under center, I formation, 2 wide outs to the left.
Oh, get there.
Hand
Come on.
off there. They were there in the backfield before Drew could even get the ball.
20
was
Patterson and 44.
Patterson was in there for the quick stop along with Trent Schilling. Almost like a busted play. Miller did not want to hand the ball off, or he got the hand off to Drew, but really a risky play for them because Trent Schilling and Patterson were right there to stop that. So a 5-yard loss on the play going to bring up a 2nd down and 15. Unfortunately, right now for the Wolverines, that clock just keeps churning away. 9:35 remaining.
Every first down is another minute off that clock.
At least.
And there's a flag. Now what? 11 players? 12 players?
Delay a game.
Wow.
Well, that was quick.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I missed that.
I missed it too. I didn't see a 5-second. I'm wondering if it's not a 5-second. I'm wondering if it was a delay game based upon. Sometimes I don't know what it was. Sometimes if the center moves the ball, they can call a delay of game on the centerman doing that. I don't think that's what it was at all. But
the back judge is the one that threw the flag.
Right, and it must have been a 5-second.
Either way, 5 yards longer now for that first down for Brentwood on this 2nd and 20. So Miller on that I formation, 2 wide outs to the right. Handoff there to Drew.
No, he still has it.
He kept it. Yep. He scrambled out and tackle for loss again.
Yep.
So number 40 was in on that tackle.
So Declan O'Brien, loss of 4.
That's 2 tackles for a loss for night for Declan.
Yep.
If we're keeping track. So this drive here, after the long pass play, has really kind of fizzled out here for Brentwood. Now that brings up a 3rd and 24. So two penalties on this drive for Brentwood's knocked them back into this situation.
Big play once again, 3rd down.
Back is Miller. Throws it out there. Quick pass to Harisco.
Number 15
pushed
on
out
the
of bounds
tackle
by Declan Gray. So
Doug was right. That was rifle.
Yeah,
right.
A rifle throw to the 40-yard line.
Cut that
I think if you're one thing for Brentwood, it's like, man, I wish he would have stayed in bounds.
Right.
I start thinking about that here when you start getting that 8-minute mark, trying to keep a drive sustained. But either way, it's going to be 4th down and 15 now for Brentwood. Ball at the 40-yard line. We've seen him in this, I'll call it pooch punt formation type of thing. He's standing a little deeper, but right now the Wolverines have nobody back there.
And I'm okay with this.
I am too.
Because this could be where you could have a fumble or something like that.
And there's the kick, and
let it go in the end zone.
It is going to go in the end zone. So a touchback for on that punt. So the Wolverines will take over on offense now with 8:26 remaining in this 4th quarter. As I said, don't forget you can catch our action here next week, ecwolverines.com, and our YouTube channel as we take on, we'll travel north up into Newcastle territory to take on the Union Scotties. Don't forget, folks, if you're looking for great high school action or recap, check out for the Ellwood City folks, Star 92.1, the Rebel Yell show. We'll have all the scores and highlights, as well as we will have some scores and highlights at the end of this game. Smiley now back to pass. Throws it out there.
There you go.
Oh, ball was dropped.
Oh, man, that's the worst thing you can have fourth quarter.
Yep. Yeah, Greg was not able to get the ball. There was some traffic around him.
That was a tough window.
I think that was intended for number 8.
And that was number 8. I beg your pardon. That was
Walters.
Michael Walters.
Man.
So, incomplete pass stops the clock, 8:20, 2nd and 10. Smiley, back to pass, under some duress. Throws it out there.
Yeah.
Ball fell short.
Yep.
Intended for Gagrick, but it just was the pressure that
Smiley
was on.
He was having that pressure, like you said, was pushing him to the right, and you're a left-handed thrower. That's
trying to go
tough.
the other way. So, and they really took that far side of the field away from him with the coverage.
I give credit to Brentwood here.
Yep. 3rd and 10.
This 14-point lead, it's forcing the Wolverines to pass more than what you want per se.
Smiley fakes the handoff. He's going to keep her. Tries running. Try to break to the outside and thrown down to the ground there with authority.
He's going to get about a yard maybe.
Going to maybe pick up a yard. I think that was number 55 in there.
Yeah, either number 4 or 55.
Jeff Beck in there. Good to see him back out there. He was injured a little bit ago.
Yep.
And really just gain a 1 on that play. Not the offensive series the Wolverines wanted with 8 minutes remaining.
Yeah,
3 and out.
Oh, you've got to punt too.
Yeah.
Unless you do some trickery, but there's no way.
I don't know if you're ready to pull that card just yet.
Especially with 3 timeouts still.
Right. There's a kick by Gray, and it's a good one. It's going to go out
of return.
Oh.
Not bad.
Not out of bounds.
It was real close.
Stopping it there at the 43-yard line.
Yep, not bad. Not bad.
So 36-yard punt for Gray. Not bad field position right now for Brentwood as they take over this series at the 43-yard line.
It's now if I'm Brentwood. You know what I'm doing? I'm going I formation, just turning the ball and looking right back at number 22 and say, have a day.
Drew kind of do stuff.
Go forward. Doug, man. ECWolverines.com. Gotta love it.
Yep. Okay, Miller in the shotgun. 3 wide outs to the right. He's going to roll out to the right this time. Maybe wants a keeper. Nice kick-out block there. But
don't run out of bounds.
Yep, really no gain on that play. Nice pursuit there. Trent Schilling kind of taking that angle away from him. Declan Bryan over there as well, along with Elijah Palmer McCain.
And the folks at home, I know we're trying to be neutral here, and I know they can't hear me. Don't run out of bounds.
Yeah,
you want to run the clock.
Yeah, and that kind of play, 7:21 remaining. But a nice defensive play there. They kind of strung things out there.
Exactly.
To not let them get and make them run east and west, not north and south. Because they started the game doing that, and it was quite successful. So Miller this time in the shotgun. Quick pass out there. That's how they got the big gain last time.
Yep, and
Drew
it's going
around
again.
that left side. Makes a man miss.
Fumble!
Loses the fumble. But I think
no. We'll see.
I think the ball was out of bounds.
Oh.
And you see the coaching staff from Ellwood just thinking,
so unfortunate.
Man, it was so close.
Oh.
Drew is a little slow to get up as he was tackled from behind, but a big gain there on that bubble screen pass. They got to find an answer for that to the Wolverines. I want to think that was maybe number 25, Gavin McClure over there to slow Drew down.
I was thinking possibly 28, but I didn't get a good look.
I didn't get a good look as well. But quickly, back to the line of scrimmage is Brentwood, 1st and 10, ball on their 29-yard line. Miller, handoff there to number 1 this time. He zigs, he zags. He's got green grass in front of him, into the end zone. He goes, is Horesco coming out of the backfield with the carry. Runs it 29 yards for the Brentwood touchdown with 7:03 remaining, making the score 34-14. And I know it's not over to the Fat Lady Sings, but I think she's tuning up, Brad. Down by 20 with 7 minutes remaining.
I mean, right now at this point, you don't want the ball back. You may want a kickoff return for touchdown again.
Yeah. So,
and it's
a nice drive there by Brentwood.
And it's been
they overcame some of their own mistakes.
Right. And these plays have started, like, passing-wise, only 4 or 5 yards, the yards after play or yards after catch. And the running play, just one cut, and then you're gone.
Well,
the Haresco
if you really want to take the time this week, see how many yards they got running when they did it out of the shotgun.
Contact,
after the shotgun, and then when they went to under center, something changed. There's Hatu for one, and it is
no good. It was to the left.
Yep. Wide left.
To the left.
Oh, boy.
Right.
2 hops this time?
I was kind of expecting it when I called it.
Oh, boy.
There we go. You got my singing out of the way for the season. Timeout, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, in this contest from Herb E. Memorial Stadium.
Herb E. Troy.
Herb E. Troy. It's not Herbie.
All the names
Herb
here.
E.
Herbie Troy.
Yeah, they make it roll. 34-14 in favor of the Spartans. They are kicking off after that touchdown run of 29 yards by Haresco. That's his second touchdown of the night, I want to think.
Yes.
Yeah, his second.
There's a run-up and a kick by Hatu. And
not for one.
There's taken there by Elijah Palmer McCain.
He's
got a seam. Upended there nicely by number 2, Johnson, special teams player. But a nice return. I missed where he picked that ball up at, Brad, but he gets it all the way out to the 41-yard line.
Another good return there.
Have you noticed since Dante ran that ball back, they haven't
I'm not sure why the clock's running.
There's been a couple times tonight on the clock. I haven't been, after a penalty, you don't start it till the whistle starts.
All right.
And I think
the officials recognize
I've seen that, yes. Yep, they're correcting that right now. We try to, give all of the officials the credit that they deserve because they're short of officials, folks. And someday Brad Windhorse is going to be an official at a WPIAL.
It's possible.
I can see it happening.
It's very, very
possible. You caught
possible.
that clock being off before anybody.
I've caught it a lot of times, and I'm not going to lie, I've seen it multiple times tonight, so I'm kind of quiet.
But I do appreciate the officials. Anybody out there that has any desire to do that job.
It's
not sure
fun.
why you would, but if you do, reach out to the WPIAL. And they'll be glad to train you.
We're halfway here because now there's 64 minutes on the clock.
Yes, so.
It should be, I just bumped it. It should be 6:55.
Okay.
That's what it should say. But I did bump it.
Okay.
So now what are we at? 6:37. Maybe they're not going to run the clock. They may not run the clock.
Okay.
We'll see. They did that once too.
Okay. Now, Wolverines 1st and 10 from their 39-yard line. Smiley sidecar to his left and right.
Yep, they're
Fakes
running
pass there. Taken out there to number 8. Makes a man miss. Next man gets him down. That was Michael Walters on the reception.
24 on the takedown.
Forrest Betts with the tackle. Hurry up kind of offense now here for the Wolverines. Pickup of 6 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 4. Handoff there to Dante. And not much on that. No, I'm sorry. That was Gagrick.
Yep.
They cycled Luciano Gagrick in.
I'm going to say
Gain of 1?
58 possibly on the tackle. Blake Davis.
So this bring up a 3rd and 3.
The most basic name maybe on the roster, Blake Davis.
Yeah. So 3rd and 3 for the Wolverines. Smiley in the shotgun. Handoff there.
There you go.
Dante
Good
Pierce.
cut.
He's
He's got more.
First down.
He's
Makes
got
the first
blocks
man
over on
miss.
this side.
Over
Left
up
side
there.
here.
He's at the 35. Penalty
okay.
down there.
It's going to be a first down, though.
I hope. See where they mark it.
It should be a first down.
So a great run there by Deontay Pierce.
But that's okay. We want that first down. That's all that truly matters at this point.
He was at the 46.
Number 7 with the driving
That's
out of
a
bounds.
holding.
That was Dante, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. It's going to be a holding, but it's going to be a spot foul at the 43 right now. 43. So it
Not 10 yards back.
should be a first
down.
down.
You're not going to get it. You replay the down after the penalty.
Yes. Sorry, you're right.
So, first game. We'll get it all.
Yeah, something like that.
See, like right now. So, 5:15 remaining. That's going to, after the penalty, we'll replay 3rd down. So, it's 3rd and 3. Wolverines have all their timeouts, as does Brentwood. So, Smiley gets hands off. Dante Pierce this time churning them legs forward. I don't think he got enough for the first down. Number 58 getting up off the pile. Blake Davis once again with the tackle. Going to bring up about a 4th and 1 for the Wolverines. Down by 20 here with 4:32 remaining.
I think we're going to have a timeout from the looks of it.
Yes.
Actually, it's
No,
not
I think
technically a
we're-
timeout. I'm wondering if Coach Dan Bradley's questioning something over there.
So
And now the other official's going to
Yep.
be talking. So there's somebody needs to tell the Ellwood offense
they
that they're
need
not playing.
Right.
They're
Right.
moving right now.
Yep.
Nobody's telling the offense. Okay, there it is. I heard the whistle
All right.
now.
Yeah. Got the whistle going. We got the 4.
Just like it's
All right. Should we do what we do in basketball? Hey, where are we going for dinner afterwards?
Oh.
The officials are conversing right now.
we've got an hour drive. For
I know.
us.
I know.
Them
but-
maybe 10, 15
But
minutes.
see,
We'll see.
in football, when the officials converse, it's usually pretty short.
Right.
And I still don't know what that was about. But game on. Whistle blows.
Okay, so that was 2nd down.
No, we're at 3rd down.
So now it should be 3rd down. And I'm wondering if there was a down
that was
issue.
the problem, the down issue.
Yeah, that's what I wondered because I had a different
Yep.
down as well,
Yep,
technically.
that was the issue. So
That's
good
what it
thing the
was.
officials caught that.
Right.
Smiley throws it out
First
there to
down.
Mariacker. He's going to break out to that right side. Does a stiff arm, shoulder tackle, finds his way forward. The kid just don't quit. Mariacker, he really puts it together. First down to the 35-yard line, pickup of about 12 on the play. That Mariacker, he's a good kid.
He is.
Works hard.
100%.
He works down at Shop and Save. I see him in there every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just great family, good kid, and really just loves to play football. Smiley, handoff there to Pierce.
Yeah.
And he's just, we've seen him run that play a couple times, and that time the backside got him.
I'm going to say
That's a
number
good-
4 in on that tackle.
So Owen Beck. That's a timeout for the Wolverines. A good timeout there to preserve that clock.
3:32.
So we got to what, the 34?
Yep.
It's a gain of 1.
So stay tuned after the game, folks. We'll have all of the stats, some out-of-town scores, and anything else we can come up with to talk about. And
Where we're going to dinner. We could probably go to dinner somewhere.
that's what I'm thinking.
I'm okay with this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, as we said, we had the Pie Festival last night,
Yep.
so check that out on our
It's
YouTube
uploaded.
page.
Yes, it's great.
Yep, that's been a long time.
Huge hit.
I mean, I graduated from here 31 years ago, and I went to the Pie Festival. when I was a freshman in the band.
A little different having it inside, but as Mr. Caldwell said, there wasn't much place we could go where they could collect tickets
the field. But
because it is a big fundraiser for
you wait till next year, and he's not dealing with any mud at any time on a turf field. He's not going to complain.
He'll be happy.
So 2nd and 8 now. Smiley looks. He wanted to go deep. And he fell down. And he got it! He got it!
Number 24.
Lennon Lloyd.
My goodness.
Talk about not giving up on a play.
My goodness.
He fell at the 10-yard line, had the presence of mind to get up, got behind the defender.
Lennon Lloyd.
Wow, 33-yard pass.
John Lennon Lloyd.
Lennon Lloyd.
We said his name a few times tonight.
Yes,
34 yards.
Beautiful pass by Smiley. And that's where you just – what impressed me about that is that kid didn't give up on that play. He fell down.
Well, you know what's crazy about it? He was playing defense, and the ball just ended up in his feet. Unbelievable.
So, great job there. Caitlin now on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is –
It's good.
It's good.
Good. So 34-21, and that's another $50 donated by Michael's Furniture to Club Hope Foundation. So every touchdown this year, the Ellwood City Wolverines score, Michael's Furniture downtown there is going to be donating $50 in Ellwood City's name to Club Hope. So 3:24 remaining, the Wolverines down by 13. And, long, tough battle. Come back here, 3 minutes and 24 seconds. We're going to play to the end of the game. But, boy, you start seeing some things. You have a team in Ellwood City. They haven't won a game in 3 seasons. They come in here tonight. Honestly, I hate to say it, we've already scored more touchdowns offensively than we did all of last year, did we not? If not, we're pretty close.
Yeah, I think it was 20 points last year because it was, 320 to 34 or something like that.
Okay. But we had a couple pick sixes. Well, anyway.
Yep.
There's things to build off of.
And on top of it, let's be real. Hey, if you're keeping tabs, that's $150.
That is.
For Club Hope.
Now, game reset here. Only 2 timeouts for the Wolverines. I do not think you're going to onside here. You get 2, stops. It's going to be a 3rd down. You get the ball back. It's tough. It
is tough.
Maybe a pooch kick, maybe hit somebody.
Squib it and bounce off. It happened to Ellwood twice so far tonight.
Right. There's a little pooch. It's in, open, in.
Taken there at the 27-yard line.
Gosh.
And he's got a seam. Up the way he comes. One person to beat. Caitlin Kreischer with the tackle. Take him down, Caitlin. she intimidated him to death. That's what happened there. Down he goes.
I can't believe I just saw that.
So he got it to 27. Up he came. I didn't even see his number. I'm looking right now on the replay.
I don't think it's Hariska.
So, number 15 on that return was Aiden Patterson. So, I'm going to get a call from her dad on that one. So,
oh, my.
1st and 10, 3:18, Brentwood in Ellwood City territory.
Hand off there, number 22. He gets taken down quick, right at the line of scrimmage.
I believe Mariocker with the tackle.
Yeah, I want to say it was Mariocker on that far side with the tackle there. So
he was involved with it anyhow.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think Caitlin was on the sidelines like screaming at the guy that took him down. I really believe that. So
can that be key to the victory, key to the game next week?
Next week, yeah.
The Intimidator. Oh, man. Okay, 243.
She's a great kid. And
100%.
100%. We're all
she's also volleyball and
just
softball,
basketball and very involved in soccer.
Works.
We got false start
and
here.
That stops
number
the clock.
76. He wanted to get home.
Yeah, and that stops
Cooner,
the clock.
6'10", 300 pounds. Now that 300 pounds gets leaning one way, it's going.
Yeah,
and he leaned over the line of scrimmage. But no, Caitlin's very active in soccer. She's on the basketball team and obviously the football team. Last year she was trying to do volleyball and football.
Okay, that's
and
what it was. That's what it was. I was wondering.
So 5 yards knocks him back into Ellwood City territory at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
And now you just wait for that.
Yep, I think he's waiting for that hand to
5
go up by
seconds.
the. And there's a handoff
He's got
to
a
number
seam.
7 this time, or number
Spin
1,
move.
Arisco. Spin move. Mary
Credit.
Ocker was in there, and I'm going to say
Credit Gavin Partridge.
Yeah,
with,
he definitely
Gavin was in here. Okay.
causing the
stayed with
spin.
it.
Good to see Gavin back in there. Got injured there a little bit ago.
Down to the 47, so gain of 5. That's going to be,
Minute 52 remaining here.
I believe, a third and what is that?
Looks like about 9.
7, 9?
9. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Somewhere in that
Yep,
range.
3rd and 9 is what the scoreboard says.
I'm just looking at the sticks.
Yep. Well, that's
I was waiting until they updated.
yep.
So there's Miller doing the right thing, just kind of looking
Yep.
at that back judge.
Under minute 30
Is that
here.
field judge back there? Okay.
There's the 5.
There's a handoff to Risco.
There you
Pinball it
go.
around
Declan
there.
O'Brien. flying
Declan
in.
O'Brien coming in there to finish him off, make sure he didn't get any further.
There's the timeout.
There's a timeout now by Ellwood City. Minute 7 remaining. Hoga was in there on that tackle as well. Good contribution from a lot of the defensive players tonight, in tackling. We saw young O'Brien playing a pretty good game. Hobel, we expect that from him. We've seen him play for a number of years now, Aaron. But it really comes down, a couple big plays, and then 4 turnovers in the first half. Just did not make it easy for the Wolverines to come back and dig back from this. I mean, you held Brentwood to 6 points here in this second half. And you got 14.
And like we were talking about a little bit at halftime compared to the third quarter, you've got takeaways from this right now. You put up 21 points. And a couple turnovers, couple 3 and outs, couple bang plays, and all of a sudden you're talking like a 21-21 game, and you're right there.
Exactly.
But hey, this one's still not over. Minute 7, 1 timeout. You're getting the ball back, we presume, on 4th and 6. You got to get another, maybe I trip and fall, catch the ball, go for another touchdown maybe?
Yeah, and if I might have a full head of hair tomorrow morning. I love your optimism. I love it. I really do. There's the kick.
Sky kick. That's going to roll for a while if he doesn't get there. Oh, you got it.
You're going to let it go.
There you go.
Down to
Oh, boy, what a kick.
the
What a
5-yard
kick.
line.
I don't blame him.
39-yard kick for Miller.
What a good kick.
And so a big punt there by Miller with 55 seconds remaining. Ellwood City will take over at their 4-yard line.
So 40-yard punt. Timely punt, too. That's good.
Yep. Did I say we're at Union? Yeah, we're at Union next week.
Union,
Carmichael's in 3. And get to come back
Carlington.
down.
The Carlington Cougars.
The Cougars of Carlington will be down here in 2 weeks. So 96 yards away from the end zone is the Wolverines right now.
And a cloud of dust. Timeout, Brentwood. It's a good time to take a timeout as well for Brentwood because, hey, you're going to tell your defense, listen, expect the unexpected.
Hey, keep everything in front of you.
And
It's
exactly.
pretty simple right now.
Keep everything in front of you. Exactly.
Yep.
And they got 2 left now.
Yep. So 1 timeout,
Almost
Ellwood.
a situation where you put your 10
for
guys up
Brentwood.
where you want them and just put 1 guy out there in center field just in
Yep.
case something gets broken away. But what do you got for golf next week? Do you have that schedule? Or you just
Oh, boy.
I tell you, the
Big
thing about
one.
our
Big one on
schedule
Monday.
Is if you follow us on Facebook, Brad does a great job of
Thank you.
putting it out there. You know what we got going on this week, and we'll have golf, cross country.
Yeah, golf is at Laurel Green Meadows, the last game of the first half of their schedule.
There's Smiley. Quick pass out there through the hands of number 24, Lennon Lloyd. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd down. Lennon Lloyd's a senior. And I don't know how much he's ever played much before.
I don't know.
I'm just not.
Maybe his first year out.
I would
Maybe.
say I've never heard the name, so I'm thinking first year.
Which we like, because we said
Yeah,
once again.
Coach Bradley did a very nice job. When he came in, kind of get something new, his reputation. We have 44 people on this roster, and we've not had that for quite a few years.
Right.
That many. Pitch out there to Mariacher, stiff arm, and he falls his way forward about the 11-yard line.
Number 4 on the tackle.
So back with the tackle. So 35 seconds remaining here, bringing up this third and I'm going to call it 4.
So expect one play and a timeout here for sure. Got to get that first down.
Yep. Want to get that first down. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left is Smiley. Handoff there to Elijah Palmer McCain around that right side. Jigs and zags. Coming back the other way is Elijah. And he gets taken down at the 22-yard line.
By number 21.
And I think that's going to be.
Nope, 2 seconds. If they wanted to, they could call a timeout. They're going to let it run.
They rolled the clock. And tonight, from Brentwood, Pennsylvania, the Brentwood Spartans have defeated the Ellwood City Wolverines 34-21. Unfortunately for the Wolverines. Yeah. So with that, that concludes the game, 34-21. We're going to give Brad a few moments here to get some stats. And hey, one thing that's kind of nice is we got shaking hands in the middle of the field. That's kind of something new. Just, with the COVID, and I think it's just good. So Brentwood finds their first win of the season. Ellwood goes to 0-1. And a disappointing loss for the Wolverines, but when you've lost 27 games in a row, you want to try to build on some things. There's some good things that we saw here tonight. And once again, I don't think we really say this enough of how young this team is. So many, 35 of your 44 players are just freshmen and sophomores. So as we move forward here, Brad, you getting some out-of-town scores now?
Yep. Why don't we do this? Why don't we take about a 2-minute break?
Yep.
That'll give me some out-of-town scores and some stats from tonight's game. All right, folks, welcome back here to Brentwood High School as a final score between the Brentwood Spartans and the Ellwood City Wolverines, 34-21 in favor of the Spartans. Wolverines will fall to 0-1, and we'll look to next week as we travel to Union to take on the Scotties, and the Spartans will move on to their next week's game. Feeling pretty good, 1-0. They've got a couple players there between Harisco, Drew, and then on top of it, your quarterback there, Miller. You got 3 or 4 guys there that has some splash plays once they got things underway. So we're going to take a little bit of time here to run through some game stats. Total first downs tonight, split, 10-10 each. Total yards rushing for Brentwood, 127, Ellwood, 70. Passing-wise, both teams were able to pass tonight. Brentwood, 205, Ellwood, 199. And the passes completed and attempted 13 of 27 for Ellwood with 2 interceptions, 11 for 20 for Brentwood. Total offensive plays for Ellwood, 48 for 269. Brentwood, 51 for 332 total yards. Penalties, yeah, that's something you're going to clean up in week 0. But 14 total penalties, 6 for 44, 8 for 53. Brentwood at the second there, respectively wise. Let's see what else we got here. Third down conversions. Ellwood came on in the end there, the third down department, but 5 for 12 is not bad. It's not great either. 5 for 12, where Brentwood was 2 for 11, but a lot of those splash plays limited that damage of 2 and 11, or 2 of 11 there wise. Turnovers, big of them. A couple fumbles there, a couple interceptions. Kickoffs were just something we've never truly seen before. Just hitting off of somebody's leg, right, and it just drops. You do coach for that, but not as much as you do as the ball going over your head. Yeah, so something there wise, a little bit different. Stats-wise for individual results, rushing-wise for Brentwood, Dalen Drew had 14 carries, 79 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Flip side, Dante Pierce, 7 carries, 38 yards. Elijah Palmer McCain, 5 carries, 24 yards. Passing-wise, Tavion Miller, 11 of 20, 205, 1 touchdown, a long of 31. And Chris Smiley, 13 of 27, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, 199, and a long of 57. Receiving-wise, the big guy, I'm going to give him partial credit with Drew on this one. Receiving-wise, Anthony Harisco, 6 catches, 102, and a touchdown there. And, again, Dalen Drew. Not only did he have 79 yards rushing, he also had 3 catches for 78. So I would say the Dalen Drew and Harisco show, shall we say.
Throw Miller in there, too.
Yes, 100%. Those three, there's a three-headed attack there, and they did pretty well. Receiving-wise for Ellwood, Brighton Mariacker, big boy there, 5 catches, 64 yards, and 1 touchdown. Luciano Gaktrich, 2 catches, 59 yards. Lennon Lloyd, 1 catch for 34 yards and that touchdown. Aaron Hobel, 3 catches, 24 yards. And Michael Walters, 3 for 18. At 199, I have to look at some record books there. It's been a while since we got
I was going to let you finish because that number's in my –
Okay, we'll move on from that then. So there's the results for individual stats. Scoring-wise, 6 points for Dante Pierce tonight, 6 for Lennon Lloyd, 6 for Brighton Mariacker, and then the 3 extra points. Give credit to Caitlin Kreitzer tonight. Not only 3 for 3, but she also, let's say, made a big tackle there to keep the score
I'm give her credit.
A little bit
She maybe didn't
presentable.
touch the guy, but we'll give her credit for the tackle.
So there's your 21 points. Flip side, Dalen Drew, 18 points. Anthony Harisco, 12 points. Tavion Miller, 2 points on the 2-point conversion. And Stefan Hatu, 2 for 2 for 2 points.
There we go.
That's a total of 34. So there you go, folks. That is your results for tonight's game. Defensively wise, we'll just give out 2 shout-outs. For Ellwood, Brighton Mariacker had 8 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack of 12 yards on the night. Some really good defense there by Brighton Mariacker. On the flip side, Anthony Harisco was everywhere on defense. He only had officially 9 tackles, but he was
disrupted
everywhere defensively in that backfield, for Brentwood. So there are the defensive stats. Finally, some out-of-town scores.
Before you go to that, Brad, I just want to talk
about that number.
The number that you just said there, 267 total yards of offense. We've not said that about an Ellwood City football team for a number of years.
Yes.
I mean, in a
you
competitive
pretty much have
game.
to go 3 years.
Yeah,
or four
and
years.
199 yards passing. When was the last time that we saw a team pass the ball 27 times? You know, and he was 13 for 27, 50%. He's going to want to improve upon that and take away those interceptions. But
and flip
they're
side,
getting it done.
Before head coach Dan Bradley, historically in the past 10, 15 years, Ellwood has been offensive team that has gone run.
Right.
Including, I know this is going back to record books, way back about 7 or 8 years ago, they beat Riverside pretty handily one year. They put up over 600 yards rushing with 0 passes. So this game, there's a lot of things to take away. The passing was there. Just got to clean up a couple miscues here and there and a couple reads. But other than that.
And another thing that you were talking there, was it 5 different receivers catch the ball?
Yes. We haven't seen that.
That's kind of nice. Yeah, that's been a long time since we've seen that. So, yes, a loss, but can you grow from a loss? Yes.
100%.
And I think they will here tonight. Go with your out-of-town scores.
All right, some out-of-town scores here. Let's see. Western Beaver up in the third quarter, about ready to go to the fourth quarter. Western Beaver's up on Beaver 20-7. Final from Freedom and Quaker Valley. Freedom won 24-12. Newcastle finished off Summit Academy 49-0. Let's see, Neshannock and Sharon. This is a tight one here. Neshannock 24-21. Sharon did score, so they're only down by 3. Couple minutes left in that fourth quarter. The 2 scores that I'm going to highlight here. Fourth quarter, still 6 minutes remaining. Laurel 67, New Brighton 7.
Wow.
And the one that not many points. Just surprising a little bit. Not going to read into it too far. Beaver Falls did defeat Blackhawk 22-7. You just got to remember that Blackhawk is a section or a classification up, but 22-7. They are. It just seems a little different for 22-7 score. That's that final score here. Wolverines 21, Brentwood 34. Why don't you take us out?
Great, thanks. Check out all of our social media: Facebook, Twitter. The website, ecwolverines.com, and see where we're going to all be at next week. But we do know one thing for certain. We will be coming to you from Union Township. And on Friday night, 6:55, we'll be there for the pregame kickoff at 7. So with that, on behalf of cameraman Dakota Marshall, producer, the man with a plan and always in charge, Brad Windhorst, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Have a great night, everybody. See you next week.